camera.
There you go.
Activate. Deactivate. Activate. Why? Let's try this one.
You must be just getting started, right?
Can you unmute yourself, Mango, and speak? Because I think your mic is just not working. I think that's probably what the problem is. There we go. Close. That's better. Red flag. Looks about right. Your mic is still not being recognized by anything, Mango.
Hey, TJump, may I suggest you try a Control R, which is just restarts the Discord itself? It could have just glitched out.
He was having the same problem on Whereby. So it's his mic is the problem. That's why we joined Discord, because he wasn't working on Whereby.
Okay, there he is. He's back.
What the? There it is. PS4. PS4. Yeah, dude. Oh, God damn it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Lost that. 4. Pause. If he's back, can you invite him to speak?
All right, just waiting for him to raise his hand. He's going to snap the green bar at the top.
Okie dokie.
I was just sitting in the audience out of the way.
What do I need to do with my tickers, talkers?
He's still in the audience, but he's got the green light to the whacker button. Oops. I'll invite him again.
God damn it.
Thought I had somebody that would have kind of do an interview with you, but they didn't like the looks of my third role from the top.
Could you shut the fuck up about that, please? I'm not going to ever give you the role, especially because you keep saying that shit. Is Mango back yet?
He keeps dropping out. There he is again.
If anybody else has any questions or comments or wants to say anything while we wait for Mango to fix his technical issues, feel free. Raise your hand, join the stage, whatever.
An ode to pomegranates. Oh, how thy color seeks thee.
Turn the volume down. Volume down. There we go. Alrighty. Uh-oh.
Mango, you've been invited. Just look for the accept button. You should see a microphone somewhere on your screen that is currently locked out. You need to unmute that microphone.
I don't think his Discord recognizes his microphone. I think that's the problem. I think his mic is literally broken.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Is he back in the audience or did he leave again?
Yeah, I'll raise his hand here.
What? Oh, he is back in the audience?
Yep, he's in the audience with the green light. Here, you got her. Maybe.
Yeah,
Wait, did he just make a
He
noise?
lives. He made
I
noise. I'm moving.
switched.
Oh, goody.
Switched to my phone.
That works.
Gosh, didn't realize Mac had such issues with like. I had a whole setup and everything. God damn it.
Okay, so we are here now. We are live, and you can say stuff. What stuff do you want to talk about today?
Awesome. I just want to test my mic because I know previously like I didn't sound that well. Can everybody just like, can you hear me properly?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Awesome. Well, there's a few topics I want to discuss. And by the way, does the timer start now or?
There's no
much more-
timer.
how
You
much
can
time
do
do I
just
have left?
go.
Oh, cool. Let's just quickly discuss let's debate about capitalism, communism versus a better alternative, which is natural living. You mentioned that technology has improved our lives.
Yep.
It's made our lives better. Is that right?
Yep. By a lot.
Yeah. Cool. Well, you've said that they've solved problems, right?
Yes.
Cool. Now, would you agree that all these contraptions, these new systems, these new ways of doing things are merely abstractions that don't actually really solve any problems?
No.
Instead, what they do is they create new problems. Do you agree with that?
No. Like the cure penicillin has cured lots of problems. It hasn't created problems.
I think it has created problems.
Okay, what problems has penicillin
It's
created?
created long-term issues, long-term health issues.
What long-term health
Scientists
issues
were
has
not able-
penicillin created?
Scientists were not able to discover at that time, and so it causes long-term.
What are the
illnesses.
long-term health issues caused by penicillin?
Unfortunately, I don't have the papers into the scientific peer-reviewed papers in front of me, but there is long-term issues. Health issues
Like
that
what? Like I don't need the
on
papers. Just give me.
about because of the. So, anyways, you're diverging.
Oh,
We're not talking.
Oh
We're
god.
not talking about. We're not talking about. And so what we're talking about
Well, that's
is
a scientific technological
food
discovery. Like,
production. We're talking about, communication video,
thank you for the super chat, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Yes,
food,
I'm good at
food,
headshots.
food production. These are abstractions to
Food,
human man-made
wait,
tasks.
food production?
They haven't really solved any problems. What they've done is they've just
Should have
made
just
it so
blown
that
up the fence.
we
That
don't
would have
have
worked.
to grow.
So food production is an abstraction. Like, what does abstraction mean, and what is it the opposite of abstraction?
So when look, there's plenty of meanings to abstractions. You're probably looking at it from a philosophical, logical standpoint. I'm looking at it its literal meaning, which is to remove or revoke or, take away the natural activity of one being.
Where the fuck is that definition?
So,
Which diction? Is this the dictionary of Mango?
in fact, it is. But when you hear the term abstraction, that's how I'm using it. You're basically taking a human task and you're sort of taking that human task away from us humans and letting machines and automated processes do it instead. And that's not really solving a problem. What you're doing is you've abstracted a human task, and these contraptions are abstractions. They do not solve problems, instead, they create new ones. For example, the solution to hunger is not feeling hungry anymore. It's not inventing machinery and fertilizer and trucks to go grow things faster and deliver them quicker.
The solution to hunger is not being hungry anymore? Is that what you said?
Because when you feel hungry,
wait, and how do you do that? How do you stop being hungry? Isn't it like eat food? Isn't that the solution?
No, the solution is not having to go out there and source food, right? And this is the type of thinking that actually
when I'm hungry, what I do to solve that is I eat food.
That's not solving a problem. How you solve a hunger is by not having the feeling of hunger anymore. It's not about sourcing food. Would you agree?
No, it's about
yes, because when you eat food, what do you do? You're not hungry anymore, right?
Yes, you solve hunger by eating it.
Food is just the intermediary. It's the thing that somehow
it gives energy to your body and keeps you from dying. Hunger. Yes.
Exactly. So the solution is to find a way for us to not feel hungry anymore and maintain homeostasis. Would you agree?
No.
Yes.
Even if we had that, we could still have food.
And not consume food.
Like food isn't a problem.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Food is not a problem.
No, it isn't. Just because you can grow things quicker and deliver them faster doesn't mean that that's solving a problem. That's not solving a problem.
There's no problem with food. Like even if we solve homeostasis, we'll still have food. Food will still be a thing.
No, that's not true. Food will never be a thing. Food will be something that people would. It's like chewing gum or like candy. It's just going to be there, but it's not going to be something that people feel that they need or something that is necessary to exist.
Yes, it won't be necessary, but they'll still have it to eat. They're still going to eat food.
Only because it's sort of morphed into this cultural thing. Whereas in today's day and age, it's a necessity. So in order for you to solve hunger, for instance, you need to remove that feeling of hunger and be able to maintain homeostasis. And you don't do that by automating growing and food production. That's not how you do it. That is just merely an abstraction. And you have to agree with that.
No. Like that's the first stage. So like in order to solve homeostasis, in order to like cure hunger, first thing you need to do is technology, and to get technology you need people to live long enough to be able to discover technology, and to do that they need food. Thank you for the super chat, Matthew. Appreciate it as always. You're the best. The best. Matthew is the bestest.
You're looking at it from a linear perspective. You're saying if I need to get from A to B, I need to go through these steps in order for me to get to B. Right?
Correct.
No, because what you're doing is ultimately the end goal isn't what you thought out to be. You're thinking, oh, we're going to be living in this utopia where people don't feel hungry anymore and they can maintain the homeostasis
Yep, that's the
because of
future.
the steps that we've taken technologically. No, that is
Yep.
not the future. The future is
It's the future.
the future. No, it isn't. The future is power and control. And
those are abstractions.
No,
You're listing abstractions.
They're not abstractions. They're not abstractions. They're reality. It's power and control. That's the future.
Abstractions.
No, it isn't.
Those are literally the literal definition of literal abstractions. Literally.
No, it isn't. You're looking at it from a philosophical, logical standpoint. I'm looking at it from the literal meaning, which is to remove and revoke something. So listen.
What?
Power and control is the future, not turning man into Superman. That's not the future. The future isn't turning man into Superman.
I think if I was Superman, I'd be pretty powerful and in control. So I think those aren't.
That's the thing, right? So if the people that if people are looking to maintain power and control, they're not going to let you become Superman. They're going to make you become a slave, still eating, still drinking, still going to the pharmacy, still going to the hospital whenever you're sick. They don't want you to be Superman. It's not going to be something that's going to ever happen. You're out of your mind, right?
I don't think you understand how technology works. You see, technology invented so that people can buy it.
No, it isn't. No,
that's like literally the point of most technology.
Oh my goodness. No, you're saying that in the future we're all going to be Superman. Yes or no?
Yes.
And if everybody's Superman, then how are you able to maintain control and power?
There won't be. Everyone will be equal in the far future.
You do. You honestly believe that the future is going to be equal and prosperous and you brought heaven on earth? No, that's not the future. Yes. The future is going to be strict maintenance of control, power.
Nope.
And in order to do that, you need to control the food supply. You need to control medicine. You need to control these things in order to control these.
No one cares about that.
The future is not going to be some utopia where everybody's free and Superman will fly around the universe.
That's exactly what it's going to be like. Haven't you seen Star Trek?
It's not going to be Star Trek. It's illusion.
It would literally be like Star Trek.
Human history has said one thing, is that people have power and control. And if you want power and control,
those are abstractions. You're not saying anything.
They're not going to let people turn into Superman. It's just absolutely impossible.
It's definitely not.
These technologies that you've referenced, they haven't solved the problem. They've only abstracted something that's a natural activity to man.
Technologies solve problems. That's kind of their point. Cell phones solve problems of communication. Planes solve problems of transportation.
They've created new problems. They're abstractions. They haven't solved any problems. They've created new problems because you always have to maintain them. You always have to maintain the infrastructure. You always have to find new resources, and they're limited resources. And so it's just it's a inevitable collapse of a system that it just doesn't work. And so
nope. So that's obviously wrong. So like if we create something, stop. I'm going to mute you. So if we create something like a computer, and a computer requires upkeep, like you have to fix it when it breaks and stuff, because the computer improves your life and allows you to live longer, the time spent to actually repair the computer actually is less than the time the computer gives you. So technology actually increases your life expectancy and gives you more time, so that the minimal time it takes to repair the technology is actually a benefit because the cost is less than the gain. You're dumb.
I am not. You are. What he's saying is,
there's
an infinite number of resources.
What? That was literally not any of the words I said right there.
You said that there's an infinite number of resources.
I literally never said that.
Continually maintain and sustain these machines.
I literally did not say that. That was not anywhere in my argument.
Possible, man. We all know there's limited resources. No matter how many times
wait, stop. So I never said the word infinite in any part of my speech there.
Anyways, you digress. Let's touch on another thing as well. So we've opened up with that, right? Cool. So what am I advocating? I'm advocating people to revert back to the way things were, where people had control over their own lives and not let machinery and other people control them.
When do you think we should revert to? What time? What year?
It doesn't have to be, it's thousands of years. It can be just a few hundred years, just even before any sort of any sort of technological advancement that we see today. Even before then, like the 1800 or even the 1700. Those are perfectly fine periods,
When?
right? Because if you think
Pick a
about it,
date.
if you think about it, right, back then, you lived a life, you lived a real life. If you wanted to get from uh, Europe to India, for instance, you had to procure a ship, build it, get your crew, and then sail out. You
When
feel fulfilled
when
doing
should
that.
we revert
Whereas
to?
today,
When?
I just told you, a couple of hundred years back is perfectly
So
fine.
like 1800s, fine.
Even before that, that's fine. Yeah, those were real days because back then, right, you
So
lived life, you had an adventure, you had a purpose. If you wanted to get from India to, I don't know, China, you had to build a boat, you had to get a crew. And that whole process of doing that and sailing out to sea and getting to your destination, there's fulfillment in that. Whereas today, you hop on a plane and you go from San Francisco to New York and you feel empty. You're like, what the hell is this? I just literally just flew across so fast. I didn't feel fulfilled. It's pretend. And so you feel like, you're in a robotic state. That's the human condition today. It's devolved into a robotic state. You have to agree with it.
no.
Wait, what?
No. So 200 years ago, there was dysentery, there was disease, people died a lot, lower life expectancy. It's a terrible time. Actually stupid to think we should go back in time.
Okay. All right. So you said dysentery. Okay. Let's deal with that. How many times do you wash your hands today?
5 or 6 times a day, I guess.
Do you use any sort of sanitary products?
Soap? Yes, I use soap.
And so, is there any other sort of protocols or procedures that you do to maintain your sanitary?
I don't know what you mean. Like shower?
Okay, you know exactly what I mean. I'm trying to tell
I
you,
have
like,
no idea what
what
you
are some
mean.
of the protocols and procedures to make sure that
I use the bathroom and don't like
live in a
crap in the
sanitary
corner.
environment.
Toilets are a new invention that are really nice.
Okay, cool. So everything you said there, they're all available in the 100 years ago.
No, no, they're not.
Thousands of years ago.
What?
There was
What?
thousands of years ago, there was soap, there were toilets. Thousands of years ago, there were people who had plumbing and they can wash their hands. So everything you just stated there, you're retarded. You're absolutely retarded if you think that those things
So
never
when
existed.
was the
Oh
toilet
my
irrigation
God.
system invented?
Thousands and thousands of years ago. In fact,
Porcelain
archaeologists have found,
porcelain and pipes were invented thousands of years ago?
yes,
No.
they existed a long, long ago.
No.
You have to be retarded if you think that, this is a new invention. It's not really, it's not complex to come up with a pipe concept, you know that.
When was steel invented?
Pipes are not made out of steel. Again, you're diverging. You're sort of, you're running
What
away. You're like this
what
little kid running away
what
from
do
the
you
arguments
think
I'm making because
what
you
do
know
you
that they're
think the big
legitimate.
things
You
under
know
the
that they're
streets are?
legitimate. The human condition is in a robotic state today, and you can't ignore that.
You're dumb. That's just it's so dumb.
What? That's the only sort of reputation that you have is so new.
It is sufficient to refute you.
So again, as I mentioned, we haven't solved anything. All we've done is we've abstracted things, and then now we've become lazy. We've become pandas, as TJump says. We have no purpose. We have no fulfillment in our lives anymore. We just sit in big couches like TJump, and think of the many ways in which we can kill ourselves.
Okay, so all of that's false. Try again.
How is that false?
Because it doesn't correspond with reality.
It does correspond with reality. Look at the suicide rates today.
Yeah,
In
and
many of
look
these
at the life
developing
expectancy
countries.
today. Why is the life expectancy more or less than it was in the past?
In fact, life expectancy is all due to the thanks of these free countries, these undeveloped countries. Not the developed countries.
Is life expectancy more or less than it was 200 years ago?
It's less. If you look at the developing countries, they actually the birth rates are actually lower.
I'm sorry. I said life expectancy. What does life expectancy mean? What is that? What statistic does that measure? Life expectancy.
It's basically like, oh, okay. So you're referring to life expectancy. Okay, cool. It's basically like looking at your duration of your life.
Yes, average life duration. So is the average life duration today more or less than it was 200 years ago?
The thing is, can I just say,
is not an answer to the question. The question is is more or less.
No, I am answering the question. You're looking at it from an overly logical, overly quantifiable viewpoint. Humans are not just logical quantity. They're not just numbers on a sheet, mate.
I don't care about humans. I care about reality.
These are people with a value. These people want to live a fulfilling life. And here you are quantifying this. Oh, because they live longer, then they must be happy. No, they're not. They're just sitting at home. They're probably sitting in some aged care center. And
so you still haven't answered the question yet. You said you were answering the question, but you haven't.
Hey, chat, there's like 17 people in the audience. Who agrees with me? Is your life going to be better? Do you have any fulfillment sitting in an aged care home?
Thank you for the super chat, Matthew. You're the best. I love it. Love it. Love it. If anybody in the chat would like to ask Mango a question, please feel free to join the stage. Ask Mango a question.
I have a big one for you.
80. I was living to 80 with dementia. Great. Are you like, what's wrong with you, mate?
Go ahead, God. What is your question for Mango?
Hey, Mango, you realize that if I was living back in the 1940s, I probably would already be dead. But thanks to modern medical technology, I'm alive and I should live another 30 years, given my condition inside my body.
How old are you?
Almost 50. Why?
Have you lived a fulfilling life? If you were to die today, would you be happy?
Wouldn't bother me a bit.
FYI, only 0.8% of people ever develop dementia, just so you know.
Is it that high? 0.8%?
0.8.
I didn't think it was that high.
Well, it is because dementia is a natural result of aging, and so if people live to a high enough age, they will get dementia.
Get a point.
So do you not believe that it's kind of redundant to live longer than if you're going to develop these sort of mental illnesses?
That means 99.2% of people will never get dementia. So it's...
Yeah, because they don't live long enough. Did you not hear what you just said?
99.2%.
We live to an average of 80 now, and we only 200 years ago lived to an average of 35. So you have no point.
Even if you live to 80, you're just going to be thrown into some aged care center or probably sitting in your couch all day looking on a TV screen. How is that
saying
living
that
life?
Having a professional, organization
how is that living
dedicated,
life? Whereas
a professional organization dedicated to keeping us alive is a bad 40, thing.
And you live a fulfilling life and you have a family, that's so much better than sitting in an aged care center at 70 looking at
So someone who's 80 years old has not had a family or lived a fulfilled life? Is that your argument?
Yes, because their family doesn't visit them. They're alone. They die alone most of the time if you look at the statistics. It's a bullshit for unfulfilling life, and you have to agree with that.
Do you have like a personal experience that you're appealing to or something? Like, this is weird to say. Like, that life expectancy increasing is largely due to like us not having babies die all the time, right? In birth, babies and mothers are not dying in childbirth like so readily anymore. That's the main contributor to the increase in life expectancy. So unless you want to argue that that is a bad change, that we don't have this happening all the time, I don't know what you're going on about.
I have a question for Mango.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you need to just put yourself back into the audience.
Mango.
No, why don't you address what I said?
And what is it? None of what you said made any sense. You should just put yourself back into the audience.
So when we're talking about the average life expectancy, right, we're taking into account the length of time that all people are living, right, and averaging it out, the main reason why life expectancy a long time ago was something like 30 years old was not because the oldest people were only living to be 30. It was because so many people were dying as infants, right? Like babies didn't live into their adolescence and adulthood
So what?
very
Good for
often.
them. Good for them.
No,
Wait,
but you're
wait.
arguing about it being bad to get old.
Yes,
That's not
so
even
Good
an
for them.
argument.
If the
That's
babies
right.
died, good for them. I'm glad that they did.
good for them.
Because
Alright.
that's
So
just
she
how
seems
life is,
wait,
bro.
wait, her argument just kind of defeated your entire point.
Listen,
Mango,
if you
wait,
have,
Mango, wait,
TJump, you're
Mango,
part of the
Mango,
institution.
wait, Mango, I'm gonna mute you. Mango, I'm gonna mute you. Mango, I'm gonna mute you. So her point is that what you said in the beginning, that technology does nothing and creates more problems. Well, it seems to be saving lots of lives of women and children and letting them all grow to old age, which is thanks to technology, which kind of refutes everything you said.
And transfusion technology is why I'm alive.
It's not thanks to technology.
Can I agree with you just for a second? I would agree with you that due to a lot of issues that we're having lately, right? Especially in like Western society, that life expectancy is actually going down. We're actually noticing a lot of issues with what we're doing, taking the humanoid out of the jungle is the way I like to think about it. But let me ask you a question if I can. As we notice these issues and we notice these problems, right? And you're bringing them up, right? And we're obviously talking about them. Humans tend to adapt and move forward. Who's to say that everything that you're talking about, which clearly sounds to be mainly fear-based, is going to be the future? What? Hold on, let me finish. How do you know that is going to be the future when the future is merely illusion until you can really properly put some good syllogisms, right? Understand risk management and then understand the current landscape on what we're actually doing about it in order to counter this fear that I hear.
It's not fear-based, okay? You have a mama mindset. That's why you're thinking like that. Fear. You haven't been given your mama. That's why you're acting like that. First of all. Second of all, the future is not going to be Superman as TJump sort of advocates. It's going to be, it's going to probably be like, I don't know, the Matrix. You're just going to be like, your life is going to be sucked out of you, man.
How is the Matrix bad?
Mango, I appreciate you trying to, you are bringing up some things that I do ring true, because you're right. There's a lot that we need to look at as far as how we treat ourselves and how we should live natural lives. And, there's some truth in there. But the rest of this stuff, the majority of what you're saying, I want to honestly, sincerely say that you have some delusions in that mindset, because the future itself, because I know it's hard to take, but the future itself is an illusion. The future itself is uncertain. You are not Nostradamus.
It is uncertain, but if you look at the patterns and if you look at the current progress, you'll be able to come up with an educated guess on the future.
I'm okay. You're preaching at this point. I think I'm done.
I'm not preaching.
I'm going to exit quietly in the audience, and I don't want to be preached to. But I think if you can answer me, how through proper syllogistic methods, right, and through specificity on what we're actually doing and the problems that we're facing, you are just preaching about your fear, my friend. Thank you.
I am not preaching about my fear.
You didn't provide sources either when you were asked. No.
Neither did TJump when I asked. Neither did TJump when I asked. Provide sources. Technology has improved our lives.
History of humankind.
It has not improved our lives. It has improved our lives. It only has abstracted our lives.
The entire history of the human race, you needed a source for that.
And they've taken our natural human activities and they've just gave it over to the machines to do it. It hasn't solved any problems. It hasn't solved nothing. It's
so
just
you're saying the
problems.
Industrial Revolution wasn't a revolution, and having machines do our heavy labor wasn't a benefit?
It's not a benefit at all, because it leads to increase in life expectancy. It leads to
what a terrible
people,
thing.
Again, the increase in life expectancy is just there are more children born that actually live into adulthood.
Dude, this is my debate.
We fixed his mic for this?
Yep.
I know. I agree with you, Walker. Ugh.
You did read the title, right?
I can't understand how us living longer on average is a bad thing.
What?
It means that this one measly life that we get to enjoy it a little bit longer on average.
But what are you doing? Watching YouTube. You're on Discord right now with TJump. Is that really living?
Yes.
Why are you then? What do you
Exactly.
what do you do in your life to live a naturalistic sort of like?
Seriously, no, like
existence?
literally, guys, you guys need to like examine and look into your lives and
Wait, no,
like,
do you
you're not living
practice-
anything.
You're one to
You're just-
talk there.
You're literally on Discord with TJump. How's that living?
Engaging
Because
in
you are
conversations
too.
of this
What do you do
nature
in your
is
life?
very simply part of the 7 dimensions of health. It's easily defined.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
Mate,
curious what
dude,
you do in
sound
your
like a
life
computer,
to
man.
try
Are
and
you even
mitigate
human,
this
man?
change that you
You
see
sound
as
like a
bad.
computer, man. You sound like TJump, a computer. 1201010. Mate, are you guys humans or are you guys robots? Seriously.
What are you saying? Can
That
you just
can't
answer
be
the
a serious
question?
question, so why answer?
You sound like a robot, man. You have no emotions.
Are you
have
saying
Okay,
I sound
Israel.
like a robot because my programming
you
is
sound
failed?
like you sound like you've been lobotomized, and something else
Okay.
is sort of inserted.
There's a
Mango.
lot of
Screen starts
projection going on
running.
here.
Mango, let's say I'm a lobotomized robot, okay? That doesn't change that I'm asking you a question. What
You
do you
have no
do in
life
your
in-
life to mitigate these
empty.
things that you consider to be bad?
Sound
Because
like a
you
robot.
obviously have a phone, you obviously have a computer because you had your issues earlier and had to switch from one to the other. So what do you do in your life to mitigate these things that you see as bad for yourself? You could live a life that you're talking about as being better if you wanted to.
I'm not able to. If I were to if I were to become software and relinquish myself from
People do it all the time. What's holding you back?
society,
Thank you for the super chat,
I still need to
Antipode.
abide by.
Glad to give you my
I
book
still need to
recommendations.
abide
Appreciate
by
it.
laws and regulations. So I don't know what
People
you're
go out
talking
and
about.
live in the bush all the time. Why aren't you being so lazy?
And yet they get captured by policemen and they get interrogated and then they eventually brought
You don't
back
get
into the
captured for
society.
living in the bush. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you
They
can buy
do.
land of your own if you wanted to. It's not going to be that
Even
expensive
buying
to get out
land,
in the
I'm
boonies.
still like, even if you buy land, right, you're still participating in the system. So you haven't really
Right,
relinquished
but
yourself
the
from it.
negative
And
effects
when you
that you're
purchase
talking
land, in
about would
fact, if
be
you
largely
studied law,
mitigated
when you
within your
purchase
life,
land,
right?
Maybe if you go research the topic, you'll realize people live off grid all the time. There's entire websites dedicated to how to quickly live off the grid if you want to, which means you have no argument because there are people that are braver than you doing everything you talked about and actually doing something about it. They don't get on the computer and start debating people that this is the way they should live and yet don't do it themselves. They have the strength of their convictions to go fuck off to the bush. Why are you still here?
Plus, like, I mean, no one's saying that you have to like sacrifice all of your,
you've
modern,
been domesticated.
I don't know, your modern.
Can I answer this question? Like,
Sure.
this is my debate. I don't know why I'm getting kicked all the time. It's so weird.
Because you don't answer questions, but if you're going to, please do.
Technically, you haven't been kicked because you're still here. You're simply being given everyone else the honor and dignity of actually talking.
I believe the term is spanked. You're getting spanked. Spanked, not kicked. Spanked.
This is my debate, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, it would be a debate with you and TJump, but he then invited us to come up, so the conditions have changed on his say-so. So you need to keep up with the game that's going on here.
Right, so it is a game. So, okay, so it sounds like you guys are just...
Everything's a game. Game Theory 101, models of conflict and cooperation. And we know models of cooperation work better for longer. So, I mean, you have nothing.
Dude, you sound like a Google search engine. Oh my god.
Why, thank you.
So it sounds like you haven't bought land to go live off and do the whole natural thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Why aren't you brave enough to go live off grid like those who preach?
Can I answer, or are you just gonna keep talking over me, robot?
Are you going to actually answer?
God.
Are you going to keep dodging, or are you going to actually answer?
Oh my god, this Google search engine won't shut up. Listen.
We're listening. Go.
And we're waiting.
Google search engine. Yeah, if you studied law, you realize that everything you ever purchased, everything that you so-called own, I mean, you don't really own. There's a real owner that fences back. You're not really the owner of the land that you've purchased. In fact, a lot of the lands that these white people occupy, they're not even theirs. They're there illegally. And so they use legalese. No, can I finish?
No,
use
you didn't
legalese
start by
to
answering the question,
justify.
so why would we
They
expect you
use
to finish and answer the question? Start by
they use
answering the question,
legalese
and
to
then you can
justify
expound.
their. They use
Yeah, like your whole
legalese to
reasoning for not living
justify.
off the
But
grid is
if
that
the
you would be
Aboriginal
arrested.
people
This
were
is
to
a way
come
to
up,
not be arrested and live off the grid.
if the Aboriginal, see again that you
It's
just said it.
possible he doesn't know how to
If there's a
communicate
way,
because he's not actually
oh my
answering the
fucking
question
god, this fucking
and
Google
then
search engine won't
expounding
shut the
afterwards.
fuck
He's
up.
trying to do exposition first and then claim he's eventually going to answer the question.
Can I answer, mate? Or this is Siri,
Yeah.
Google search engines?
You can answer if you answer intelligently by answering
Siri,
the question
shut the
and
fuck
then
up.
offering
Siri,
exposition
shut the fuck
instead
up,
of
Siri.
offering exposition
Siri, shut
first
the
and
fuck
then
up.
claiming you're going to
Siri,
answer the
shut the
question.
fuck up.
That's how you communicate.
I think he
Siri,
he just
talking.
wants like uninterrupted talk time so he can preach for a little bit. I think that's what he wants.
It's not preaching. What I'm
Well,
trying to
he
say
could
is,
say something new instead of something he's
oh my
repeated
god,
numerous times.
Well, look, what is the question you're answering right now?
your silly question regarding, oh, if you don't be arrested, then everything will be fine if you live off grid. Do you not hear yourself? You're still part of the system.
That
Don't
wasn't
be
the
arrested.
question.
What does
I
that
was
mean?
asking why, if you
What does
believe
that
what you
mean?
believe, you're not living off grid. It can be done in a civilized society because we make room for people to go live off grid. It as the benefit of having a civilized society.
These are contradictory terms. You can't say you live off grid and then also rely on the system. You're retarded, mate. Go away, Siri, please.
Okay, so if you're saying that what he's saying is just like not real, then why
It's a
don't you have a bare
contradictory
minimum?
statement. You can't
Sure.
say you're off grid and then also
Sure.
say
What-
I'm
like,
part of a
like,
civilized society. That
fine.
doesn't make any sense.
Okay,
Honestly,
so why
silly
don't you
guy.
do at least some minimal steps to try and get closer to what you're saying would be ideal, right? Do you hunt your own food? Do you grow your own crops?
Did you not hear what I said? I'm not able to do any of those things. If I were
What
to go
is
out right
prohibiting you
now,
from
Why are
growing
you
your own
incompetent
food?
on these basic things? Boy Scouts could have helped you.
because the current system does not allow people with
To grow food?
no
To learn survival skills. There's no such
Are
thing
you,
as the
are
Boy
you saying the
Scouts.
cops are going to come and stamp out your
no.
crops?
You haven't let me finish. Can I finish? They won't allow people who have been registered under the Vatican law to live freely. You're a slave, and that's it.
Well, hold on.
There's no
Like
such thing as
modernization and
an off-grid.
industrialization has like reduced drastically the number of slaves that exist, right?
You are a slave. You have no idea. You've been sort of brainwashed to think that you're free, but you're not really free because you only exist within the boundaries of a civilized society. You haven't experienced
Right, but I'm not a slave within it, right? You can say I'm a slave to the system or whatever, but I'm not literally a slave that's owned by another person.
You are owned. It's called the last name, bro. You are owned. You're literally sold on the stock exchange if you were to search for it.
Yeah, what's the ticker symbol for my stock? Like, I'd love to know.
It's actually your birth certificate number.
That's not a ticker symbol. What? Do you know what a ticker
Your birth
is?
certificate number. Your birth certificate number is the same number that's used to sell you on the stock exchange.
Can I buy you, Mango? Can I buy you on the stock market? Can you send me?
If you get arrested, for instance, and they take you to court, the judges and the prosecutors actually get a piece of your little stock exchange price for whatever criminal action you've committed.
And you have a source for this?
Well, I mean, it's common knowledge.
It's common knowledge.
The last cry of the desperate.
But again, you guys are diverging from everything that I've, from my argument.
It's not a divergent to ask you for the source of your claim. I don't even know how your brain could work that you would think that's the case.
That technology hasn't solved any problems. It's only abstracted things that have already existed. And we don't really need them. They're just a convenience, and they're a pain because they require a lot of resources, and we don't have a lot of resources. So, to me, it just sounds like inevitable destruction of society if we are to continue to maintain these technologies.
You're irrelevant if you don't have a source. It doesn't matter.
It's using common sense, mate. They're limited resources.
There's no such thing as common sense. That's a myth that people make up when they don't want to answer a question.
Okay, can I answer?
I don't believe you can, but I am going to allow you to try.
Fucking Siri, Google search engine, what fuck now?
If using technology causes more problems, why do you use it?
There's limited resources, and there's a continual maintenance of technology. Which of the two is going to continue? The limited resources will become.
Wait, she asked a good question. If technology is bad, why do you use it?
Like, look, you've seen the light that apparently, like, the vast majority of society
if life is immoral,
why do you live?
If life is immoral, why do you live? If life is immoral, why do you live?
Life isn't immoral.
If life is immoral, if your existence is immoral and you witness immorality, why do you live?
Because
wait, everyone else up here other than you doesn't think life is immoral. We think it's a good thing that people's life expectancy is increased, right?
We're not talking about life expectancy, spooky.
Oh, but certainly someone that thinks that life lasting longer being a good thing.
No, it's because I've exposed.
He's not going to say that life is immoral.
You said that, right? Why are you using technology if it's bad? Then why are you living if you know that there are atrocities that are happening and that people are suffering? Why do you continue to exist?
Yeah,
why do you continue to live?
Because the ending of my existence wouldn't end someone else's suffering.
It would end your suffering.
That's not what you asked, now is it?
It is, because you said, why?
No, you said ending yourself would end someone else's suffering, and that's not how it works.
Mate, when I say, hey Siri, that's when you can talk, okay?
That's very interesting, because I could actually do this.
So we answered life isn't immoral, and that's why we keep living, because we enjoy it. So why don't you stop using technology? Did you mute him?
No, because in your life we have like sad moments, right? So during those sad moments, why do you continue to exist? Why don't you just end it all?
Because we like living. So why do you use technology? Living
right,
is
like
good.
You're the one that's saying that this thing is bad. No one else is saying that these
everybody's online.
Things about life are inherently bad.
Oh my god, mate.
Look, you might have a point if we're saying that life is bad. No one up here other than you has said that.
So you said something about everybody's online?
The reason why I'm using technology is because everybody's online.
Yes.
If I want to get my message across, then people need to interface with them using technology. That's the only way I can do that. There's nobody literally in the streets anymore. In fact, there's a speaker's corner in my city, and nobody's there. Whereas,
why would a speaker corner matter? Why would being online matter?
It's just an example of how
sources for
it's an example of how people have
using them for preaching at that
Oh my fucking god, man! It's called Hey Siri, and then you respond. Right?
No, that's not how it works. And I thought you would have figured that out the last time you tried that.
Are you not Siri? Are you like a Google search engine? What are you?
You see, this is very simple for me. I can ask the question in quiet and then wait for you to respond after I'm done.
Let me answer. I was using it as an example. Speaker's Corner is an example that people have transitioned into an online community rather than coming in person and debating. So I need to use this in order for me to get my message across, which is people are living a destructive, unfulfilling life, and you have to agree. And the fact that there are 17 people in this audience is proven fact that they're living unfulfilled lives because they're here with TJump on a fucking Discord server. That's not living.
So delivering your message is important to you, but then having people in a position to listen to that message, it indicates they don't have a life. So what does that say about you trying to deliver a message on the same format? How does that work?
Also, not to mention, I don't think speakers' corners existed in nature. These are also creations of civilization.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, I think you need to rewrite. I think Apple needs to rewrite their Siri software. It's like,
well, where in the jungle is a speaker's corner?
Well, I'm just using it as an example of how people have transitioned.
It's still an example of something that's a product of society, right?
What are you on about? What the hell is it? These people high? I'm literally using it as an example of how people have transitioned into online rather than coming in person to discuss and debate things.
Yeah,
All I'm using it as an example.
I don't care. This is more of a dumpster fire episode, so you can just go do whatever.
This is a simple statement for him. You know why I'm on Discord? It's an absolute simple. I enjoy it. I enjoy listening to people, talking to people.
No, because you realize that
No, I'm not done. Your sentence is in the middle of mine. The reason I enjoy it is because it is kind of fun for me. Sometimes I help people, sometimes I get in arguments with people. But in the end, eventually I learn something and maybe the other person learns something. So it's
all right, whatever.
But in the long run, if anything, the people in the audience get to entertained by these dumpster fires that people like you bring.
If you can constantly get entertained, then you're not living life. You are just like, you're like a baby being spoon-fed.
We literally know that happiness increases your life expectancy because being joyful makes you healthy.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. This
we are going to live so much longer than you just because we can laugh at you.
What is the superior healthy state other than happiness?
Okay, look,
is it stress?
I want to discuss some other points that I have as well.
Wait. I want to know. You said being happy is unhealthy. So I want to know, like, what is the other mental states that are more healthy? Is it stress, fight or fear?
I said using entertainment for happiness is foolish. Entertainment, people, humans back then, they used entertainment as a means of just, as a conversation starter. It's not the thing that brings happiness. It's not that at all. It's just merely something that you use as a conversation starter. It's not the thing that brings happiness.
Entertainment is literally defined as the action of providing or being provided amusement or enjoyment.
Yes, but it's something that isn't sustainable. Whereas, talking to people in
Discord isn't sustainable.
It's far more enjoyable than talking to them over the internet. Would you not agree? Don't you feel this connection when you talk to people?
Yes, this is no different than sitting around a campfire.
But when you're sitting in a Discord server, it's not the same. It's not as fulfilling.
Says who? We're still having that communication. It doesn't matter where we are. We're still talking to each other.
But we're not connected.
Who says we're not connecting? We're still having a conversation.
Because I don't feel the connection. I don't feel the connection.
Your feelings don't matter. You're not a Jedi. Grow up.
And I get it, because you're literally Siri or some Google search engine, and I understand you don't have any feelings because you only work with zeros and ones.
Here's something for your earlier statement.
These are truly original comebacks you're coming up with. They're so good. Keep going.
I thought Siri, honestly,
with 175 boosts. I'm on a server with 175 boosts. If you work that out, people have spent well over $600 boosting that one server. Discord isn't sustainable. I've got 8 boosts that I run. Discord isn't sustainable. Look at TJump.
The mental health is what I was referring to.
You really don't know anything, do you?
I said Discord I was referring to the mental health of people when they use Discord as a substitute for real connections in real life. It's not a substitute for real connections in real life at all. Discord
if it provides entertainment, it provides entertainment. It's not up to you.
Entertainment is the limited. It only provides temporary happiness. Anyways,
it provides entertainment. That's the point.
I wanted to discuss another point. Just cautious of time.
Do you have any sources for these other points you wish to bring up?
Dude, this is a debate. This is a debate with TJump, but please.
Well, you didn't provide them when he asked, so we're asking in his stead. Please. Do you have any sources for these points as well?
This is a debate with TJump. Can you please stop?
That's very good. Now, do you have any sources for any of the claims you're about to waste our time with?
Dude, this is a debate with TJump, man. Like, come on, bro.
Mango, just say your point. What is your point? Just say a point.
I mean, unbelievable. Like, it's so rude.
That isn't the point. Bring up a point. Something you want to say.
I was trying to, but he could.
Okay, do it now. Stop trying. Do it now.
Unbelievable. Cool. Fine. Right. I recently had a conversation with someone who is an Christian. And they shared some really interesting insights.
No idea what you're saying right now. I literally just can't understand the words you're saying.
You know this technology that you're poo-pooing? You
Oh
need to
my
fix
God,
your
I'm trying
microphone
to
because we
speak,
can't hear you.
bro.
Yeah, we can see that your name's lighting up, but nothing's coming out. So get smart,
Alright,
fix
can you
this
hear me
shit.
now?
Is that a bad thing?
Try now. Try now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Right. Try saying things.
Alright. So, the human condition, according to science, has devolved to a robotic state. People have removed all feelings from the human condition, and today they act like robots, like this Mr. Siri over here. They've invented technology to get them from A to B quicker. And so if you went from
I think they're called
San
cars.
Francisco to New York, can I finish my point? If you if you went from San Francisco to New York, for instance, on an airplane, your soul isn't able to catch up to you because you've used a cheat code to get to that destination quicker when you shouldn't have.
What's the cheat code?
Why people this is why when people travel long distances like that on a very fast, they're using a fast transportation mechanism. They feel tired and they feel empty, even though they did literally nothing. They did nothing at all. They just sat on an airplane, feel tired or sick sometimes. It's because their soul isn't able to keep up with them. And so this is why slow transportation is better, because when you go from San Francisco
Because your
to New
soul
York,
can't keep up with you when you drive fast?
Yeah, and it's important that your soul does catch up to you. It's important that your soul does catch up to you, because otherwise, you're going to feel empty, you're going to feel unfulfilled. But can I finish?
What exactly is the walking speed of a soul?
Walking speed.
It's the same walking speed that you sort of, when you're running, it catches up to you. When
I go from walking to running, is there an inertial dampening that occurs between my soul and myself?
What about people who can't walk?
Yes,
like when people with broken legs, does your soul break? Does like if you have like a broken leg, can your soul like slow down? Is it like can't go as fast anymore?
Can you break air?
Can my soul get
Can you
ahead
break
of
air?
What about Stephen Hawking? Does Stephen Hawking's soul need a wheelchair like Stephen Hawking did?
Can you break air?
Or when I fart, yes.
Can I get him to sneak in?
You can't break air.
Can I get him to sneak in, give me all the winning numbers so that I can win at lottery?
Oh my God, bro. Come on. This is a real debate. So
I swear, TJump, I swear I will find a better debater than this for you when I find one.
Go ahead, mate. I'm the best there is.
I
So
could literally
you guys
fart
haven't...
and it would be a better conversation.
Dude, this is my debate. Please don't interrupt.
Well, yeah. You did say we can't break wind. Like, I disagree. I fart all the time, and it breaks tons of wind.
That's what he said. He wanted to know if we can break wind.
No. So again, your soul isn't able to catch up. So when you use slow transportation and you go from San Francisco,
you're talking too fast again. Not making sense.
Okay, so when you take slow transportation and you go from San Francisco to New York using a slow form of transport, you feel more fulfilled when you reach your destination because you are intact with everything, with your surrounding, with your soul, everything. But if you go from A to B,
so I've traveled
on an airplane or use some technology.
Wait, I've traveled multiple places, like multiple times, both using planes and cars and biking.
I feel so sorry for your soul. No
wait. So I've traveled to like Texas and other places by biking, by taking a car, and by taking a plane, and the amount of achievement does not change. It's the same all cases. Did he rage quit?
Nope, I just gave you some quiet.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Anyways, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is that you don't feel fulfilled. You did all of those things, and yet you still feel empty. And
no, the fulfillment is the same. Whereas, so I do get fulfilled. It's just the exact same, no matter which one I do.
There you go. It's all exactly the same. Whereas
yes.
If you did slow transportation,
the same amount of fulfillment is fulfillment.
You went on a buggy or something along those lines, and you get from San Francisco
Wait a minute. Buggies can go
you'll be a
faster
new-
than I can walk, so that's not safe for my soul. I'm risking leaving my soul behind.
But it catches up really quickly. Do you know what I mean? Like it'll be.
How
there it
long
is.
do I need a
There it is.
stopwatch to
There it
tell?
is.
I mean,
there it is. There it is. There
Wait,
it
wait,
is.
wait. No,
But
no.
if it's on an
How
airplane,
you said it catches up really quickly. Does it like speed up when you stop? Like it goes faster?
yeah. So if you're running, for instance, then obviously there's a little bit. It's going to be like moved from you for a little bit, but then it catches up when you slow it down. But when
little
it's
bit
airplane,
sounds like a
literally just
distance measurement. Do you have any specifications on this?
Wait. I want to understand his math
look,
here.
Siri.
So,
I don't
so
have any
like,
specifications right now. I'm just giving my argument. Just relax. I know you're a robot. I know you love numbers. Just chill. Okay.
wait,
Thank you.
I
wait.
love all your opinions. Do you have anything?
Hold
but
up. So he says the soul catches up really fast when you stop. So does that mean that, like, if your soul can travel at a max of like 10 miles an hour, which is like the max running speed of a human, and then you stop, does the soul get faster? Can it now go faster than 10 miles an hour? It catches up really fast?
It just catches up, mate. Like it just catches up. It doesn't. There's no speed to it. It just catches up.
So it's like at the speed of
static.
light? It's instantaneous?
It's not instantaneous. It just catches up.
Does it like have to travel to catch up? So like, let's say I fly. Let's say I fly to Texas, 1,000 miles away. How many hours does it take for the soul to get there? Thank you, Frank. Get the super chat.
It'll take forever. So it'll take the exact same amount of time if you were to walk from there to there.
So if I'm like, if I fly to
the
Texas,
interesting thing about it is like it gets lost along the way.
It gets
so this
lost.
is why you feel the same. You feel the same level of fulfillment no matter which
method of transportation,
bike.
Yes.
The reason why you do that is because your soul's literally lost. It's like, where the hell did this motherfucker go? Like, what the hell? It's confused because you're not supposed to be doing it. It's a cheat code.
So you're saying if I walk the first time, since my soul will be there, I'll feel fulfillment, and then if I fly the second time, I won't feel fulfillment?
Absolutely.
Okay, I've done that. It doesn't work. I get the same fulfillment both times.
No, you haven't done the long distance. What I'm saying is,
yes, I have. Yes, I have.
From San Francisco to New York, and you walk from San Francisco to New York, you'll become a new man. I guarantee you that. Whereas if you took an airplane, you're still the same TJump who loves to sit on his couch. Whereas if you went from San Francisco to New York and you walked, you'll become a new man because you've gone through all of the steps to get there, and you've gone through all of the towns and all these people. And
did you just watch Forrest Gump last week? Is that
That's
what this
I
is?
was thinking. The philosophy of Forrest Gump.
Whereas, like, you on a
Run,
plane, sort of
Forrest,
jumping
run!
around, you're not really growing. You're not really.
I love you, Jenny.
This is a real debate, guys. Please have some respect.
Siri, answer the question. Siri,
I love you, Jenny.
I love you, Jenny.
What the fuck? What is this, a rom-com? Anyways, that's why you have the same level of fulfillment, and you don't actually become a new person. You don't become a new man, and you just stay the same 16-year-old.
I don't know. You seem like a mean person. I think that even if your lifestyle is right, it doesn't seem to work.
It does work because your goal is to make humans into batteries. My goal is to make humans feel alive.
Yes, my goal is to make humans into batteries. I'm literally making the Matrix from the movie The Matrix. Like it seems like he's just bringing up like movie things like Forrest Gump, The Matrix. It's literally just movie things.
It's not movie things. I'm using them as an example, bro. Of like
life is like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're gonna get in the next bite.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
And you're a perfect example of somebody who.
Oh no, he start to talk like a robot. He's becoming part of the collective. The Borg has got him.
The resistance is futile.
Mango, your mic cut out. We can't hear you.
That's a good thing.
One of us. One of us.
Deet. Deet. Ding.
Still no mic, Mango.
I think it might have been because of Siri.
Oh wait, no.
Listen to my.
We can hear you now.
Google
Just
search Good Dragon.
So that's unfortunate. What was I saying?
I have no idea.
I wanted to discuss quantum computing.
What, that cool thing that figured out how to do protein folding when we couldn't figure out how to do it? That sort of thing?
Yeah, that's a cheat code, by the way. We shouldn't be doing that. That's illegal. according to the laws of the universe, that's illegal. We should not be doing that. That's cheating. We're trying to play God.
Is the universe going to put you in universe jail? Is it going to give you like a fine, a universe jail?
Yeah, it's called hell, man, and you're the first person going there, man. I see
I'm going to be the first person there. First person to ever reach universe hell.
But TJump, he mentioned that he's autistic, and there's an increase of autistic babies today, and that's because these autistic souls, these are coming straight from hell, and they're very robotic, they're very logical, and they want to turn this world into a big ass machine where we all batteries. Do you agree with that, TJump?
Wait, I thought you said I was going to be the first person in hell, because if they're coming from hell, then there have to already be people there.
Well, I mean, it's your home, so that's why I said that. Your name's written all over it. But anyways, you're digressing. Let's talk about quantum computing.
Sure.
Get to that. Autism is something that we know is conditioned due to modern medicine.
Autism is souls that have emerged from the spirit world down under, and they're basically
down under, like Australia.
People,
like Australia down under.
I'm talking about hell. I'm talking about hell. And there's people who are very logical. They're very computer-like because they're going to be used to bring in a new world of computers and basically attempting to turn the human into a human battery. This is why you find autistic people are very logical. They're not able to communicate because as computers, they can't communicate. They can only do logical calculation.
I am super bad at communication. Like, my autism just makes it impossible for me to communicate. No one can understand me. Totally true facts.
No, you are a soul that's been born to bring in a new world of computers and technology and move the humans into a low state of operation.
So people on the spectrum their souls have been brought up from hell, and they have the task of bringing computers to what?
It sounds like I'm like the techno antichrist. Is that right? The techno antichrist.
Yes. So it's people who've been brought up, who've been summoned, and take human form to basically bring the world into a very logical mindset, a very computerized mindset.
Oh, that just sounds terrible. Bring the world into a logical mindset. Oh God.
Connect yourself into, TJump is an example. Elon Musk is another example of one of those beings.
Me and Elon Musk, just the worst role models ever. Oh God.
And they're here to summon, they're here to bring the world into they want you to get chipped. They want you to put this shit in your brain because they want you to become, robotic, basically.
Tom, I'm going to insult you by comparing you to Elon Musk now.
Wait, but so who summons them from hell?
Well, us humans, we summon them because depending on our sort of level of frequency, how close we are in alignment to nature.
Wait, so our frequencies
we're so removed.
The souls from hell to bring computers. Gotcha. All right, just wanted that clarification.
Because we were so removed from reality, we're bringing in these demons in human form, like TJump and Elon Musk, to bring us into a world where it's just computers and retardedness, and basically for us to turn into Mr. Google over there, who's literally just a Google search engine. You ask him a question, and he'll literally answer like Siri does, and that's a sad reality. That's a sad existence, bro.
If I was as smart as Siri and could answer all the things Siri did, I would be incredibly impressed.
Siri's not smart. Siri's actually retarded, and that's why they call autistic people, that are world, because that's what they are. They're very logical.
Nope, I think those are two separate conditions. I think mental retardation is a separate condition.
They're unable to do anything else.
Yeah, savant and mental retardation are absolutely different things.
Yeah, because autistic savants are a real thing. That's correct. So
Quantum computing was invented by people like TJump, people like Elon Musk, and what they want to do is, because they're aliens, because they understand that they're actually really demons inside in human form. I mean, they're basically creating quantum computing, which is basically a tunnel. If you can imagine a tunnel, all the way down to their original home or habitat, which is basically hell. And they
wait, so we're aliens that live underground?
No, I'm saying quantum computing is basically like an etherical tunnel to bring more of these demons to our existence.
So a tunnel underground.
It's not a real tunnel, like a real tunnel, like earthly tunnel. I'm talking about etherical.
So it's not a tunnel.
Wait, so TJump is an alien? I didn't know that. That's news to me.
That explains the green.
That's exactly right. I mean, if you look at this logo, it's very symbolic.
I come from the chair universe. We're actually just all chairs there, just a bunch of different chairs.
Take me to your TJump. Hey Frank, why aren't you?
You can laugh at me, but you know, it's quite clear. If you look at TJump's sort of objective, and if you look at Elon Musk's objective, to get everybody to think logically, to get everybody to be connected to computers. I mean, it's clear as day.
My objective is money. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you say so.
Elon Musk sucks.
Technically, I kind of agree. I watch a lot of Thunderfoot, and Thunderfoot bashes Elon Musk a lot, and it's quite entertaining to watch.
Right.
Yeah, so quantum computing, it's a tunnel to bring more of these TJumps to our plane, and I don't like it.
What was it when you're saying stuff about, like, excuse me, Ebro Mango? You were saying that were you saying something like people with autism are like magical demons or something that are logical but also are retarded?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Do you have evidence for that, or are you just being metaphorical? Or neither, or both?
Look at TJump.
That is evidence. Look at TJump, the greatest evidence ever.
Look at Elon Musk. Look at every single autistic people you've ever come across.
But not everyone except me.
So you're not logical?
It was a joke.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very logical.
Not as logical as TJump. Like, he takes it to another level. It's very demonic.
Demonic. Do you mean metaphorically?
I don't think so. I think he means a literal demon.
So you're a literal. So you're saying TJump is a what sort? He's not a fire breathing. He's not like a. Does he doesn't look like a demon. He's like disguised as a human.
Chair demon.
Do you believe in the supernatural or the paranormal, or the paranormal?
Yeah, the thing is, right? Like, when you come into this plane of existence, your memory is fucking wiped. So, the only thing that you sort of engraved in your soul is the objective, and you don't have access to the objective. The objective just sort of unfolds itself.
There's so much to unpack here.
So TJump isn't aware of his objective.
You are a parcel. You are a parcel.
Thank you. I am Jesus.
I'm not aware of my objective.
You're not aware of it, but it unfolds.
I'm pretty sure it's sex and money. I'm pretty sure those are my objectives.
Yeah, I'm not aware of my objective.
Brainwash these suffers. The objective is to basically bring humanity into this logical, mindset.
Is this some objective or a subjective objective?
It's an objective subjective.
This is a real debate. Please have some respect.
Huh? Do you think I was lucky? That was a serious question, even if the tone of voice was otherwise. Because a subjective objective would be what your personal objective is, right? But my objective would be like my true purpose or true calling, regardless of what my personal objective, if I had one, was, right?
But what's an objective subjective? You haven't answered that one.
If you look at TJump and his messaging,
Objective, subjective.
If you look at TJump and his messaging and what he's advocating for, clearly it's not money.
He definitely wants money.
He definitely wants.
I don't know if it's the top of the list, but it's on the list. It's on the list.
It's the top of the list. The list is
no.
Very near.
Hot blondes is the top of the list. Money is the second on the list because it gets the hot blondes.
Yeah,
surely
very close behind the hot blondes.
Yeah, surely the top of the list is what you can buy with the money.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, if money couldn't buy you anything, it'd be kind of useless, right?
Correct. Like a money dragon. I'm just going to collect all of the dollar bills and put them in a cave.
Money can't buy happiness, but it can buy chocolate, and chocolate tastes so good. Yeah. Or whatever.
I know every single person here that's listening. Google and IBM.
How long you been here? Do you know me?
Google and IBM are listening right now. That's all. They listen to my YouTube channel.
You just unfulfilled losers who just listen to TJump all day.
I'm not listening in the audience, but I'm doing my best to listen on the stage, and failing horribly, most likely. I'm joking.
Oh God.
Thank you. Thank God, whoever you are, for your little monologue there. I didn't realize
I've experienced that single mental thing.
You're talking about God 420. Thank you. What did he do? Did he give you a dollar or something? Did he give you he probably gave you a boost on your Discord. He does that a lot.
No, he's just a comedian that we're trying to promote on our network.
This guy's hilarious.
Funny people are funny.
I thought I found a funny one when I met physicists, but that's a challenge.
Mango.
Thank you
What
so
does the
much.
T stand for?
What was that?
On the main stage, MangoT, space, drain damage. That's a spoonerism.
Brain damage is
Brain damage. Spoonerized.
It's a term used to describe TJump essentially.
So it's like a positive version of brain damage, a good version of brain damage.
Well, he thinks logic is bad, so I don't know, it's like a reverse thing.
I didn't say logic was bad. I said the overuse of logic and the fact that the logic you're putting logic.
You can't overuse logic.
Is bad.
You can underuse logic.
Can we get an example of overusing logic? How do I overuse logic?
Because you understand that, you can, let's say there was a problem and you used a logical solution to solve it. 9 times out of 10, it'll fail because
the logical solutions will fail 9 times out of 10.
Isn't made up of logical elements. It's made up of
logical elements.
Several different elements.
Wait.
So it's on Spotify. Go ahead.
Wait. These several different elements are they like logical? Can they be themselves and not themselves at the same time? Can they exist and not exist at the same time?
Yes.
Because that's non-standard logic. No. That's still logic. Pwn.
The fact that you're trying to say that everything is logic is retarded, bro.
Well, I agree with him there.
Because logic is what? Is reasoning, right?
Well, what do you mean? Do you just mean like the concept of logic and our application of logic, or do you mean logic as it exists, if it has any abstract existence, if you could call that existence, the fact that it applies to everything to some degree?
I think what you're referring to is
really.
Metaphysics. I'm referring
of
to
course.
The application of,
but metaphysics can be logical, or perhaps always is when done properly.
Oh my!
The
application. Oh my goodness.
Oh
my goodness.
Did I do something wrong?
Oh my goodness. I'm referring to the application of logic, right? So let's say you had a problem. Let's say you're trying to can someone give me like a problem?
Tell me the difference between a logical solution and a practical solution.
A practical solution is far superior than a logical solution.
Are practical solutions illogical?
Practical solutions are illogical.
Always.
Because if you think about it, if you were to take a logical standpoint, or if you were to create a logical solution to a problem, you're not going to take into account a practical approach.
Hey,
an example of that is
the Earth flat? Hey, Ibro Mango, is the Earth flat? I'm just.
Well, do you feel any movement at all?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just moved my hand and I felt it. Yeah.
Forget it.
Again, that's an example of how stupid logic is. You use the logic and you said, "Oh, well, he's inferring, then he is." No.
Logic.
I never said that. See how like.
Wait, is it true that logic is stupid? Is that a true statement?
No, I said it can be misguiding in some circumstances.
Okay, is that a true statement? Is it misguided in some sort? Is that a true statement?
Because right now he uses logic to infer that I am, something, right? Whereas I never said I was. All I said was I just gave a response. It doesn't mean that I am, does it? So therefore, the fact that he's relying on his logic to come up with that insertion, it shows you that logic can be misused.
Can you explain the fundamental problem of logic without using logic? Without using even bad logic?
The fact that you're in your head all day and you're not really living and you're not really existing is a detriment to your experience.
I'm really existing in my head all day.
So it's a detriment to your experience, is it not?
It's not. It's in fact I'm the happiest person I know. So I can't speak for everybody, but it works for me.
Happiness is a lie. It doesn't exist.
If happiness doesn't exist, then I don't want existence.
There you go. You just showed me that,
Was I logical just then?
You can't live life without happiness. That's retarded. Show me an animal that actually lasts one, and yet they continue on.
Oh, well, to me, happiness is just the absence of suffering. Because I can be content, which is contentment's a form of happiness, right?
No, it isn't. If there were, then there would be the same term.
Okay, so you don't think contentment is a form of happiness? Okay.
Contentment is not happiness.
Well, then I'll say that I'm the most content person I know.
That's good to hear.
As far as I know.
You don't want to be happy because emotions, they come and go and they're not consistent.
Sure, happiness is not the goal, but it's nice when it comes, right? It's quite nice to be happy sometimes.
Not really, because if you accept a happy emotion, then if something bad would have happened, now you're sad. Whereas if you
got to be motivated by fear or joy, or logic.
Whereas if something good happened to you and you just remained present instead of happy, if something bad would have happened, then you would be suffered from.
So
have you ever been happy, Mango? Have you ever been happy? Do you know what happiness is?
No, I don't. I don't want that. I don't want it because if you open yourself up to happiness, then you also open yourself up to these other bad emotions.
I'm not sure if it's pronounced alexithymia or alexithymia, but I know how it's spelled. Do you know what that is?
It's alexithymia, yes. And there's anhedonia is the other one.
Stop trying to label some issue. Stop trying to label shit to me, man. Okay, stop it. You're not a doctor or anything.
Okay, so I won't use words.
Don't use words. Just grunt.
Boo! Yay! I'll just temporarily put on my
label. You're trying to label condition.
I'll put on my non-cognitivist hat before I throw it back in the jug. Yeah.
Stop trying to label.
Finds you funny.
But Google is my friend. It's how I find things.
Bingo, where did you learn this stuff, and who taught you this?
He didn't have a source when we asked for one.
I wonder what the evidence for this bizarrity is. I know that's not a word.
Bizarre. It's literally like, think about it, right? if you're happy, then you open yourself up to other emotions, which is then they make you sad, then they make you happy, and then now you're on the roller coaster ride.
But if you don't have emotions or logic, then what motivates you? My question would be, what motivates you if you reject all emotion and logic?
Demons.
Becoming in alignment with the creator.
Are you motivated by demons?
Are you with theists?
Being in alignment with the creator.
Well, I want to know what is the book of Mango? Where book did Mango learn this from?
The New Testament. By the way, the Old Testament.
New Testament.
Let me tell you something, Mango. As much as this is funny, and all, right? If you actually understand like modern philosophy and where we're headed, this type of thinking is still innate in our culture and being spread by people like you, which has led to the death and persecution of a lot of people. So you might want to be more careful about how you're talking, right? And be more realistic with your time and what you have here on the planet. Okay, because I don't appreciate half the things you're saying. It's very offensive that you just want to like preach to people and lead them down these rabbit holes, which plenty of people have been and currently are in many countries. If you want to go preach there too and see how people are treated when you talk like that. So I suggest that you probably try to like wisen up, right, and stop talking about your delusions as if they are somehow certainties, because all these people here are making fun of you. You're taking it, and you might think that might be funny, and this is like something where you're strong, and you're gonna make you stronger and all that. But seriously, at the end of the day, after these guys are done having their fun, you're seriously fucking hurting people. But the people that take you seriously, so be cautious about how you lead.
Who takes them seriously?
Mom.
I don't think that's
I
a real
appreciate
thing.
it. I didn't realize Mom was on Discord. Such a bitch.
I don't think there's anybody who takes Mango seriously. I don't think that's a thing.
Thanks, Mom. Mom, access to Discord.
How do you feel, Tom? Do you think the conversation's good?
He paid for it, so it's good for me.
I mean, I'm
entertained.
I don't take it seriously. When I say that, I'm being serious.
I don't think you should take anybody seriously. In fact, I don't think you should.
I do your Patreon because I actually enjoy this.
We're not taking you seriously right now.
Because you're a masochist.
Please tell us how you feel about us not taking you seriously.
No, sorry, I didn't mean serious. What I meant was, I'm trying to be convinced about this. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, interesting. We might actually agree on something. Now I'm the crazy one.
If you let someone convince you, then they become your god, basically, right?
I'm not here to convince anybody either. I gave up on that a long while ago. Although I think we probably disagree on basically everything else.
Yeah. Well, my arguments regarding that technology is not really solving any problems, it's just creating new ones. How do you refute that? You can't.
Pardon, what did you say? How do I refute what?
The fact that technology hasn't really solved any problems, all it's done is abstracted. natural.
How do you define fact?
It only abstracted natural human tasks and created new problems, like the climate change and the fact that resources are becoming depleted. People are becoming addicted to the technology. It just created new problems. And you just can't refute that.
What about medicine? Because technology's led to medicine. Surely that solves some problems.
This is the thing with like TJump and people like TJump. They always run to medicine. Look at the people that we saved. Look at the people we saved in our life.
Did we or didn't we?
Oh my god. They're always using medicine as a basis to sort of justify their retarded actions.
It's a good example, right?
Elon Musk is like, oh, I want you to get chipped because it's going to save lives. Oh my god.
So I can't. So are you accepting it and saying that doesn't count? Oh, you're saying what you said is true apart from that?
Doesn't count because I know exactly what it's used for. It's used to sort of propagate and justify technology. And I don't appreciate that.
But didn't you just ask for a justification?
We've increased life expectancy. Therefore, technology is good. No, it isn't. Just because you save life doesn't mean technology is good.
I see. Okay. So it doesn't solve any problems even when it saves lives, is what you're saying.
No, it's give me anything but medicine, because when you use medicine, when you use
My
medicine,
God.
when you use medicine, you're perverting everybody that's listening to you to say, "Oh, yeah, you're right. They did save lives. Oh my God."
So we're not allowed to use medicine. We're not allowed to use technology. What else are we not allowed to use? Not allowed to use laughter.
I didn't say that. I said don't use medicine as an example to show that technology has improved lives, because that's everybody's using that.
Not allowed to use faster than walking speed modes of transportation.
Advertising companies are using that all the time. Okay, so you said transportation, right? There's a health study that's been conducted.
Super chat, Matthew Lanza. Appreciate it, as always.
There's a health study that's been conducted showing that people live sedentary lives now because of the fact that, we have the fact that we can get able to get A to B quicker. People have all these issues, health issues now, because of the fact that you have these so-called better transportation. Whereas if you just walk to your grocery store, you live a more healthy, you live a healthier life.
Give me an example of something that wasn't solved with technology. We could start that way around, because I think there's more things. If anything, there's more things solved with technology than things not solved without it.
No. It's just it's because you God.
I mean, even fire is technology. The ability to use fire. I mean, as humans, basic tools, technology.
No. Stop trying to divert from what we're talking about today's technology.
I'm not trying to do anything.
I'm trying to use medicine. So I'm trying to use fire. We're talking about today's technology.
Okay? So what examples count?
Technology does not help. It only creates new problems.
So is that your premise or your conclusion?
That's my argument. It's the fact that the technology today does not solve problems. They're merely abstractions of human.
That's not an argument. That's a statement.
Activities. Human natural activities don't solve problems.
I don't see any argument. I see a statement, and I wanted to know if it was a premise or a conclusion.
It's a rebuttal to TJump's argument that he made some live streams ago.
Oh, so I missed the start of it. Okay, no worries.
And so he basically said that technology has improved our life. When I said no, it hasn't. It's an abstraction to natural human activities, and it's created new problems.
So what's your counter argument?
And then TJump runs to medicine, and he says, medicine, save lives, life expectancy. That's not a real example, bro.
Well, what? Can you give an example of a real example? If medicine doesn't count, basic tools don't count.
Transportation, food production, purpose.
So it's only fancy stuff that isn't medical. Okay.
Transportation hasn't. The technological, the transportation of today hasn't solved any problems. The food production of today hasn't solved any problems. The mental health of today hasn't solved any problems.
Oh my God.
It can go on and on and on and on. But then TJump and people like him, they run to medicine.
Yeah, that's for me.
Medicine has saved lives, therefore it's good. No, it isn't. That's a stupid argument to make.
So, do you think it's bad that I'm on medication?
That's horrid, man. It just shows you how technology is evil because you're on medication.
Was that a yes?
Whereas 100 years ago, you probably wouldn't need any medication.
Hold on.
100 years ago, I've been locked up.
If you get into an accident and you lose your arm or something, and you need to go to the hospital in order to not bleed out and die, and they need to put you, give you medicine, stitches, and antiseptic and shit like that, are you not gonna do it? Are you just gonna pray your arm heals or goes back up? I'm waiting for an answer.
Okay, answer. Did you not hear what I said? You are using medicine to justify the fact that technology is good. That's a stupid argument. Come back again with another argument.
So he's afraid of medicine. We have to use other examples other than medicine because he's too afraid to answer the medicine thing.
No, because it's not a real example. You're just using some advertising.
Can you give me a list of things that count as real examples and things that don't? So transportation, would that be a real example?
Transportation, food production, mental health, those are all examples of technology having improved in our lives.
Mental health, I've already gave an example of mental health, right? Isn't it a good thing that I'm on medication?
You're going back to medicine, man. Stop talking about medicine.
Well, you just said that mental health was an example. But mental health's related to medicine.
Do you want me to give you
medicine to help mental health?
Okay, so are you using medicine?
Of diseases and
Are you
eradicated by science and technology?
Thank you for the super chat, Mike. I can't remember what is the discourse about. Who is MangoT? MangoT is what happens if you run over a chicken and its head comes off and it keeps running around, and then you run over it again, then you get MangoT.
When you're in the bush,
yeah.
find some
Coming from the
shrooms,
robot.
you eat the shrooms, and then you drink your own pee.
I love how you guys are all just running away from my argument and not answering. You can't give real examples. You just
I haven't heard a single argument from you since we're here.
Or you just go to medicine. My medicine. Oh, my medicine. It saves lives.
He thinks his statements are arguments, and that your arguments are just statements.
I know his statements.
Advertising tactics that are used by people like Elon Musk to justify the fact that you need microchips in your brain because it's in your homes and blah, blah, blah.
What's even worse is I don't think this guy's trolling. If he was, it would be better, because at least then he wouldn't really believe this shit.
Do you not hear yourself, bro? How many times do I have to tell you? Stop giving medicine examples. Give me real examples.
You're contradicting yourself then, because you said, as far as I'm concerned, because...
Okay, let's talk about your medicine. Okay, fine.
Internet is good. Porn is good. Better cocaine is good. Better marijuana. Transportation is good. Video games are good.
I just say
better vehicles.
It's more difficult to think of things that aren't helped by technology.
You can't just say that.
Transport.
I have a question.
You can't say transportation is good. That's it, and then that's it. Show me how it's good.
It makes people's lives better. Improved quality of life.
Make people's lives better.
And medicine.
TJump, come on. You always go to medicine.
Porn absolutely makes people's lives better. Porn is a huge accomplishment to benefit many people's lives. It is phenomenal.
That's literally turns people into like these little
happy
women.
Until you tried it.
How dare you save yourself from prostate cancer, dude? How dare you?
Yeah.
It never existed until like the late 50s.
Yeah.
We should keep this guy around as a pinata. Oh my god.
Oh god, that's funny. Frank Jones, thank you for the super chat. He says, I got it. MangoT drain damage equals man got brain damage. Perfect.
You guys are digressing.
So basically, in the 1950s, prostate cancer just decided to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna exist now. Just like that.
Can I ask you a question real quick, Mango?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Earlier, you were mentioning that we're wasting our lives, living our lives in our head. I was wondering what you meant by that and what the alternative would be.
Soul transfusion.
Well, there's not much I can share. The future is in Elon Musk's and TJump's hands, and inevitably you will have to put a microchip in your head and let them control you, because that's the future that TJump advocates for, and he will use it he will use medicine to justify to get a microchip. So I can't really answer your question regarding living out of your head, because living in your head will become reality, especially when the metaverse will roll out. TJump and Elon Musk together in collaboration will tell you to get some microchips in your brain to live inside your head forever, basically. So there's no real way to get out of that.
Seems like if you're not living in your head, then you'd be literally out of your mind.
Nice.
Like Mango. Yeah.
How do you even operate in your head all day? That's kind of strange. It's like you're lost. You're sort of removed from reality.
So much projection.
But I do like the idea of me and Elon Musk. We're gonna like brain
That's
fuse.
just a weak excuse. Projection. It sounds like a 15-year-old that said that. What an idiot.
Are you trolling, bro?
Get off Discord and live a life, bro. Get married.
No.
What a loser.
No.
Are you
talking to everyone or anyone in particular?
Whoever said that you projecting, you sound like a 15-year-old.
I think it was
live a
the
life.
guy who's telling you to get a life and says medicine and technology is bad is telling us to get off Discord and get a life. Am I hearing this shit? Like, am I tripping?
That's a good question.
He,
Maybe Mango has like a
I'm here because
superpower that
I'm
anybody he
debating
talks to is
TJump.
just like,
to
I'm
be
here
when
because
he
honest,
I'm
becomes
debating
high.
I'd
TJump
like
and
to
not
trip
because
and
I'm
I'd like to have a
Discord.
conversation with this guy while I was tripping because it would be one hell of a trip.
Bro,
You guys are
I've already
idiots. I'm
started.
literally in a
TJump.
debate with TJump. I'm not here because I'm to go with Discord, you moron.
If
Okay,
TJump
we're
would
all listening
actually,
quietly and then you and him can talk. Go.
Give us wisdom, Mango. Give us the wisdom.
Again, you haven't given any examples regarding transportation being a good thing. Today's transportation being
Oh, I got get the perfect example. Perfect example.
Hasn't improved our lives at all.
Transportation. The greatest thing about transportation is that there are these things called ambulances, and they take you to the medicine faster. Boom.
Oh my god, you keep going back to the medicine bullshit.
okay,
You do realize that Elon Musk is
There's these
What if you could
mechanical
launch
things called tractors. They get your food out of the fields faster.
Sorry, what was that? Could you repeat that again?
There's these mechanical devices known as tractors or iron horses. They get the food out of the field faster.
All right, let's go on this.
Pay to have this debate?
Okay.
Peter?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Did you like pay money to have this debate?
Yes, yes, he did both times.
Oh,
How
this
much?
is a twice. Wow, that's interesting.
I mean, the value that I'm getting out of this. I mean, all you've done today is you've sort of justified my claims and my arguments, and you haven't really refuted.
It's just
I
funny
just
because you were
said-
like, "Oh, I'm not here because I want to be," but like you paid for this, so
Making
you
a
must on
bold
some
ass
level
statement
want to
is
be.
not an argument.
He said tractor is what? Sorry, you get your food quicker. That's not solving a problem, bro.
No, tractor gets more
If
food
the farmer
faster.
buys
You've
the
done.
tractor, he can get more food out of the field faster than if he doesn't buy the tractor.
And who's
And
he
unlike a
feeding?
horse, tractor
Wait,
doesn't
sorry.
You're
First of all,
enlightening.
who is he feeding? Second of all,
The
that's not
family?
solving a
Is
problem.
the family?
That's not solving a problem. That's abstracting a natural human activity. You haven't solved any problem. What's the
That
problem
farmer
you're trying to solve?
with that modern tractor.
What's the fucking problem you're trying to solve?
People.
What's the problem that you're trying to solve then?
That's the problem solved.
Starvation,
Right there.
starvation, poverty, both of those
Starvation.
things.
Okay. Stop. You said starvation, right?
Yes,
How do you solve starvation?
giving everyone food.
Tractor.
You
No,
eat
if you
food.
use the
Give
logical,
food to
if
people.
the logical response would be to not feel starved. Would you agree?
Not feel whether you feel it or not doesn't make a
No.
difference. You die whether or not you feel it.
Yes, it is. Why are you abandoning logic now?
Feeling
Huh?
hungry
Why
is
are
a
you
matter of the
abandoning
ghrelin
logic now?
level chemicals
When
that you
you've
have
been
in your body.
exposed,
If
you've
you
been
drained
exposed.
all
Why
the
are you
ghrelin out of your
abandoning
body,
logic
you
now?
wouldn't be
You've been
hungry anymore.
exposed.
But you would still be
You've been
in bad
exposed,
shape.
and now you've been exposed. Now you're abandoning logic. The logic is to not feel hungry, to not feel the need for food. Would you agree?
Me,
How you
mammal,
solve-
see, get hungry. Me, mammal,
No.
eat food.
I would not agree
Again-
that the point is to not feel hunger. If you're trying to
Man,
make
you've
a point, you try to
you've
make the
abandoned-
point that you shouldn't be hungry. Because if you just suppress your ghrelin levels, your leptin and ghrelin, you won't feel hungry, which is not the point you're attempting to make.
Yes, it is. The solution to hunger is to maintain homeostasis without having to consume. That's how you solve hunger. Whereas what you've done is you've
Breatharian.
extracted something. All you've done is you just increased the amount of food that you're able to produce. But that's not solving a problem. That's
I'm
all
pretty
you've done
sure
is
you
just
don't
increase
know
the
what
amount of food.
homeostasis means because it's
I do. It's
homeostasis
maintaining
is
a
the
level
balance
of
between
human-
2 points.
Dude, study physiology. You're stupid.
Exactly.
We
It just
did.
sounds
The
like you're
balance
talking
between
about
2
like
points of what the physical
transhumanism.
needs you have
When
and
you
how
talk
you
about human
satiate those
physiology,
needs.
When you talk about human physiology and you refer to the term homeostasis, it's referred to expressed as being maintaining a level of health and maintaining a level of sustenance. That's what homeostasis is.
So
I'm not sure what
health
the
and
you're talking about.
substance,
You have
and yet
no
we're talking
idea what
about
you're talking about. You
increasing
have no
health is bad,
experience in human
and
physiology.
gaining more
I
food
suggest,
is bad.
Siri, shut the fuck up.
No.
Are you
Well,
talking about transhumanism?
not at all.
this time? Like, because you're saying like, oh, the solution to hunger is just to like
So
cease
we
to
have
be
to
hungry
be
in some
Solution
way.
to hunger.
we have to
from a
have
logical standpoint.
homeostasis
I
to
don't know why
maintain
you are
foods
abandoning
and
logic
to
now.
be
Why are you abandoning logic? Why are you
I think
abandoning
we
logic?
abandoned
The
logic
logical
in this
solution
conversation
to
a long
this,
time
the
ago.
logical solution Shut up. The logical solution is to maintain homeostasis.
Which means food and health.
No, it isn't. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Except not health as long as
that was your
health as long as it
definition that
doesn't
you
affect
offered,
food.
was that homeostasis
You're
means
a
to maintain
liar.
health
It's
and
not
sustenance.
And
Yeah, but
sustenance
the
means
health
you
can't
eat
be
food.
just
Without
things your
having to
life.
consume, because the consumption is the reason behind you maintaining homeostasis.
Do you eat food?
Can you say homeostasis again?
Do you eat food?
Homeostasis.
Do you eat
Okay, you
food?
kind of fucked it up last time.
Do I
So
eat
if you
food?
want to maintain homeostasis, do you do anything to your health and sustenance? How do you maintain homeostasis if homeostasis is about health and sustenance?
No, look, we're not talking about how do I maintain homeostasis. We're talking about the logical solution to a problem. Do you agree? The logical solution to hunger is not food. It is maintaining homeostasis and not having to consume.
How do you do that?
That is
You
how
eat
you
How do
get
you
rid of
maintain
hunger.
health and sustenance?
You eat food.
That is from the experience that we witnessed. But I'm looking at I'm looking at the problem from a logical solution standpoint. I don't know why you guys are abandoning logic to this. It's incredible. It really is.
You're saying that we're supposed to be maintaining homeostasis.
And you're supposed to be logical, right, Siri? Why are you abandoning logic now?
If I repeat your words
solution,
back to
the
you and
logical
it confuses
solution.
you, that should tell you something about you.
Wait, but isn't your
I
whole
do, but-
like objective to like reduce the amount of logic?
What is the logical solution to hunger? Please tell me.
When did anyone say that?
Someone
eat
said
food.
that because we've increased food production, that's not the problem. They haven't solved anything. All you've done is you've increased the quantity of something. That's not solving a problem.
You said the problem was hunger, not source.
And how do you solve hunger from a logical standpoint?
You eat food.
Oh my God.
How else would you do it?
Hungry means lack of food.
No, it isn't. It's lack of energy.
Yeah, how else
That
do
is
people
what we
get energy?
use for energy. Everything is energy, which makes your point redundant. Everything is energy.
It's a tool. It's a utensil. It's not the thing. It's just
Wait, utensils are
everything is
people?
energy, which makes your point redundant.
Wait, are utensils
No, it
food
isn't.
now? That's
Yes, everything is
It's
energy.
new to me.
Oh my God. In order for you to resolve hunger, you must maintain the homeostasis without consumption. That's how you solve hunger.
And what is the definition of
Because-
homeostasis?
Because what happens is when you produce something of great quantity, you haven't really solved hunger. All you've done is you said, okay, well, you've given security and you've allowed us to produce a lot of food,
Security
which means I can always. But you still have the hunger, right? You still feel hungry sometimes, right?
Security
You haven't
against
solved the
what?
hunger
You
problem.
said you get security.
haven't
What
solved
is it
it.
that you're getting
You haven't
security
solved
against?
it. You haven't solved the
What are
hunger
you
problem
getting
because people
security
still feel
against?
hungry today. People still feel hungry today, even if there's
What are you getting
Then we make them eat
security
food.
against?
The more food you make, the more hungry people still get, though.
No.
You're
The
still gonna
more
feel
food
hungry.
you eat, the less hunger you feel, which is what you talked
Yeah,
about.
the less
You
hungry
you
you
didn't
feel,
say
but
having
there's
it come
still
back.
going to be.
You talked about how much you feel.
But there's still
Wait,
You
hunger.
can't
is there
change
not?
your words all the time, or it's just going to be
Is there
confusing to
still
talk to
is
you.
there still
What
hunger?
are you
Is
getting
there still hunger?
security? You just said it gives you security. What is it giving you security against? Is it maybe like starvation?
It's giving you security, yeah, from starvation, obviously. But
So
again, the
that would
problem is
imply that it's like preventing hunger, right? Because that's going to be like the precursor to starvation.
dude, prevention and a solution is not the same thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, starvation is going to be like what happens if you just go hungry.
You were only talking about
Starvation and
homeostasis, about
prevention.
maintaining homeostasis. So we are talking about maintenance questions here.
Oh my God! Now you're running away.
I'm
Prevention and
using
solution.
your definition of homeostasis, which is to maintain health and sustenance.
Prevention and solution is not the same thing. You can't say that because you're preventing hunger, then we've solved the problem. No, it isn't. Hunger has not been solved. People still feel hungry today, even though there's plenty of food to go around. You haven't solved anything.
Getting
You've done
hungry
you
is
just
not the point. If you can make hunger go away by eating something and not feel hungry anymore, you have fixed the problem.
No, you haven't.
You're talking about, is there any way to have infinite food? That's the question you're asking. And I already told you that everything is energy. And as far as we know, there's no end to it.
Oh my God, now you're running away. If you look back at your original question, whoever raised it, you said that the tractor has increased food and therefore hunger is gone. Someone said that. Who was it?
No one said that. You asked for how
Literally,
machines
you
do
guys said
things
that. You
faster.
literally
That
said
was where the tractor came in.
because of the tractor technology, it's you've removed hunger.
No, you asked for an example of a technology that was made our lives better, and we quoted a tractor harvesting food faster.
And what
do
does
you
that
not
do?
remember why the tractor came up in conversation?
Stop trying to use rhetoric, bro. Someone said that the tractor resolves hunger.
No, it was the answer to your question about what the benefit of machines were.
Which is what?
It lets you do things faster than you could do them naturally.
Okay, and what does that solve? And the argument that I'm making is
it means you've wasted less energy doing something. You could have had something else use the energy to do it for you.
The argument that I'm faster.
There's a certain amount of energy required for me to use a sickle to harvest my wheat. If I buy a machine, I can do it faster for less energy.
Right. That's what it's able to do. That doesn't mean it's the right thing. It's not. It's the right.
If my goal is to harvest food, it is the right move.
No, it isn't, because
if it's my goal to harvest faster, that's the right move. Anything that helps me harvest faster is then the solution to the question. If you then change the question to something else, then we're not talking about that anymore.
I'm saying, oh, it's because of harvest, it's because of this. Yeah, you went from hunger now to harvest. Oh my God.
Exactly. If I'm hungry and I grow food, I can grow a certain amount and I can harvest it either slow or fast. If I harvest fast, I get more food. This is simple.
You sound retarded, man. Listen.
That's an excellent comeback.
You said that
I have a question. I have a question, Mango. Really quick. Mango, do you have a car?
I do not. I walk everywhere.
Is that right? Okay. Do you take the bus?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you wear any clothing that you have not made yourself?
None.
Do you buy any technology?
Do you wear any clothing? None.
Do you use devices that you have not made yourself? Yes or no?
If I'm to survive, I need technology today.
Who cares about surviving? You've already made that clear that that's not important.
What?
Yeah, you bought devices.
You said that surviving is a bad thing. So if we survive for too long, that's clearly a bad thing.
I never said that. That's such a lie. You just put that in.
So living until be 80 years old is not something you complained about.
How is that from? What the?
That's surviving. If we die at 35 or live to 80, then the people who are 80 have survived longer.
No, they haven't. They lived longer. They haven't survived longer. You can't do anything at 80.
What? You got that backwards?
As long as I'm still ticking, I'm surviving. Until I stop ticking, I'm surviving. I don't know what it will be, but hopefully it'll be at least in my 80s.
No idea what surviving is. You're domesticated. You have no idea what surviving is. Don't embarrass yourself.
At least domesticated. At least I've got a brain.
This sounds like another word that's redefined with a special definition.
You're domesticated. You have no idea what surviving is. Don't embarrass yourself, mate.
Yeah, nobody
define surviving so that we can make fun of that too.
Nobody cares about the esoteric definition that you're using of survival here, by the way.
Who the hell are you, Nirvana?
Smarter than your ass. So please continue.
You have no idea what surviving is, right? You're a domesticated animal. Do as you're told. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sure he knows what he thinks surviving is. We still don't know what you think it is because it's been kind of incoherent.
You have no idea what surviving is. You've just been what you've been.
That's fine. I have an idea what surviving is to me. We have no idea what it means to you.
You have no idea what it is. You're domesticated. Just shut up. You're literally cereal.
That's not even an argument. All right, so present
wait,
the
I'm
definition.
a symbiote? Am I like in the Alien movie? Symbiote?
Again, I've just proved technology hasn't improved anybody's lives. All it's done is caused more problems, created new problems.
Okay, so present something for us to like just present something, right? Like say something substantial, please.
Bathroom break. Be right back.
Well, he's taking a dump here. How come you're not doing the same?
Hey, ponder this question, this little setting. With technology, Earth's capacity about 9 billion. Without technology, Earth's capacity probably about 500,000.
Mango, do you ever like have to drive in someone else's car when they drive? Like, don't you have to visit your relatives or anything sometimes and get in their car with them?
Mango is not good with the technology. His mic has been crapping out on him constantly.
What is the fucking discussion here? Because like I just hopped in and I have no idea what this guy's talking about, and then he started.
We have no idea either.
I could not possibly attempt to summarize his arguments.
We have no idea either. So
Yeah, being unable to like be pinned down is not an argument, by the way.
Yeah,
right?
And by the way, I feel like I'm on the Flat Earth server with him in here. It's funny.
Oh, is he a flat earther too?
I wouldn't say that.
Don't say it too loud. Somebody might be.
Well, no, I mean like as in like I don't know that much about him. I just heard him start saying things that didn't sound coherent at all. Like okay, we can
Welcome to the last hour.
We can redefine whatever you want, right? Like if you don't want us to use the term surviving the way you want, we'll just come up with a different word and then redefine like the way that like God 420 was presenting it a minute ago.
Yeah, don't forget, Nirvana, tractors do not improve the rate of food production, according to him.
I think I might have I was just talking to myself there. What the fuck?
And that by eating food, you're not helping your health and sustenance.
Someone asked me a question before. Who was that?
Yeah, I had asked you.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, go ahead, strong atheist. Go ahead.
No trouble. I was asking if you ever have to go as a passenger in a car, like where someone else drives you, like to visit a family member or anything like that.
Would have to consider.
He has no choice to say yes.
Because you know, I don't want my soul to be lost. I don't want to wait for my soul to catch up.
Holy shit!
Because if I were to go by car, then my soul will be trailing behind.
Please, no. Everybody, please let him continue for the sake of him, for everybody else here.
This is actually a repeat.
This is hilarious. Please continue and tell me how. Please tell me, L. Ron Hubbard, how your soul is left behind.
I was actually speaking to an elderly Aboriginal person here in Australia, and he told me that these forms of transportation remove your soul because you need rest because you're moving too fast and your soul can't catch up. And
would you believe me if I told you that that years and years and hundreds of years ago that our souls were that there were aliens that were frozen and that their souls were taken and dispersed onto Earth and they were melted in lava, and then when the souls tried to travel back up, Xenu had a plan, and that Lord Xenu sent the souls.
Sounds ridiculous. But what he was
what's ridiculous about it?
Because the Aboriginal who told me that, first of all, he's someone who's he's over 50, which means that he has a lot of experience.
Well, L. Ron Hubbard was way over 50. So like, what's the issue here?
The issue is religion. The issue is
a year and a half, and I'll be over.
If the issue is if you go over 50, then you're not really yourself. You're like, you have dementia and not really thinking. Whereas 50 is a primal age. It's
Well,
full
no,
of fresh
no, no. L. Ron
attention.
Hubbard. Hold on. L. Ron Hubbard like takes this also. You don't really have a history at all. You were just forced to watch things and brainwashed on a screen for hundreds of years.
What are you talking about, bro? I have no idea. But anyways,
I'm saying things that are just as asinine as the bullshit you're presenting. I don't know if you've realized this, right? Like you sound like a Scientologist.
Well,
Yep.
I'm not a Scientologist. How is saying that
Please prove you're not a
hasn't improved
Scientologist.
anybody's Scientology?
You prefer not to be called a
Anyways.
Scientologist, but I'm going to call you a pseudo Scientologist.
I'm not a
Mango,
pseudo Scientologist.
Mango, I know
Yes.
there are a bunch of jerks. I'm with you. I've tried to get them to understand the same thing, that there are so many elements that are caused by moving too quickly, when that kind of dualistic nature that we are separates.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
I mean, I traveled overseas once, and I was sick for 3 weeks. I was like, how am I sick? I literally did nothing. I was just sitting on the airplane.
Only explanation is your soul got left behind. That's it. Only explanation.
Not that you
made so
exposed
much
yourself to new viruses or bacteria in the area you went. That's totally out of the question.
well, I fly a lot for work, and I get ill from it too, because the immaterial part of us it wasn't meant to move as quick as we
it's
do.
not meant to move like
technology.
It's made to be so fast. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And it's not because of viruses. I went to a place called a developed country, by the way, with no viruses. So unless you want to call Europe a virus-ridden place, then okay.
Where is this place with no viruses?
It's one of the most cleanest places on the earth, by the way.
Where is it? Where is the location?
They're extremely stringent on
the inside of my blast furnace. Would have no viruses.
The fact that I got sick for 3 weeks because I went somewhere else shows you that we need to rest before we can actually continue moving along, because our soul needs to catch up, basically.
Well, isn't it?
Your immune system was exposed to something.
Well, isn't it always true
literally
that
in the cleanest place on earth?
Well, isn't it also true? My understanding is it's actually the physical body that gets sick, and the soul doesn't have a way of capturing some of these diseases. Is that kind of how you think about it too?
Yeah, basically,
yeah,
because if you travel long distances and you're going really fast, your soul has to catch up, and so it might take months before it catches up.
I kind of gave it a name. I call it detachment.
Exactly. Yes. This is why a lot of people have become lobotomized, and I'm not sort of.
Yeah, I was.
Like a lot of people have become lobotomized because of it.
Yeah, I was trying to explain this detachment thing to my wife, and do you think this is where I'm kind of stuck? Is it something we develop as we grow, or was it something that we received when we were born? Or because it would seem like, with these issues of attachment that we experience, that it would have to be separable and not necessarily there at the beginning.
And the solution to this, actually, it's basically going back to the places where you've been. So let's say you traveled somewhere far away, and using slow transportation, it would take months to get. I would go back to that place, stay there for a little bit, because your soul's probably looking for you there. And then you feel more like connected to the earth and less detached.
Yeah,
so it's basically just revisiting back to the places that you went.
Do you ever
trying to find your soul?
Do you ever feel like kind of our soul may split sometimes?
Yeah, into fragments. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we go to because I know that I've been to several places that I've been to before, and it just kind of, sometimes I just feel more whole
more complete.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you sort of reconnected with a fragment of your soul, essentially.
Yeah. So
So,
what kind of solution have you thought of to prevent the detachment? Is there some kind of
don't
immaterial?
travel.
Huh? Oh,
Don't travel ever. Don't travel, even if the government and everybody's telling you you should go to Paris. You should go to take it. Don't listen to them. If you are going to go to places, take the slow route. Build a
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Go out into sea. Do
I
the
was
slow route. Don't ever do the airplane bullshit.
Yeah, I was thinking with technology, maybe we can develop some type of substance. Maybe we can ingest, or, maybe like for a crude term, like some kind of glue or something like that.
Soul glue? Gotta get soul glue.
No, I recommend Gorilla Glue. It actually works quite well. And they got different types for different types of souls.
You
Were
guys,
you being serious?
you guys shouldn't be making fun of our position.
Well, I fixed my sneakers one day.
Brute facts, I don't know if you're being honest, honestly.
He's 100% being honest. This is totally the
Oh,
real
yeah.
brute facts. We were discussing this I think it was last night on Tart, right?
Yeah, I don't usually talk about it too much because people kind of look at me crazy, but you seem to kind of understand, and the way.
Totally feel it. Because actually, a neighbor who used to live down the street from me recently came back to their old house, and I asked them why did they come back, and they said there's something that I've left here. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What have you left? And they were like, I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking of kind of like deja vu, kind of like memories attached to
Be careful with that.
some parts of our soul that were left behind. Do you think maybe deja vu would be a part of that?
Yeah, it does. Deja vu is, I don't know. I think deja vu is just re-experiencing something like actual events, like a series of events. Whereas this is more about reconnecting with something that you've sort of lost.
So I don't really have it all figured out. How do you think about the soul when the material body dies? Does it go on, or?
I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah, it's something I thought about, because with detachment, it would seem it's possible. But I guess if it's some kind of way inextricably attached to us per se, and we're not ever moving when we're dead, maybe it's still with us.
I'm not sure that I got an answer to my question. Do you ever travel as a passenger in someone else's car, like to visit relatives or friends or anything like that?
I'm okay.
What's that? You would walk there?
Yeah.
You don't have like family members where you have to travel any distance to get to or anything like that?
If it has to take a long time, I would walk there and camp at night and walk there and camp.
So you've never been in a car, or is this just as an adult you decided this, or like when did you just decide that this is going to be your position?
Baby Mango was walking at age 2 to like Minnetonka.
I mean, like as Brute Force said, like brute facts. Brute facts. Are you being honest, or are you just a troll? I think I've heard of your voice before.
Eddie?
No, I'm a spiritualist. It's I have weird positions. I get messed with a lot about it.
Interesting. Many of the people here who are listening also heard or experienced similar things. So I'm not sure why everybody's sort of detested by what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm really big into precept.
What was that, sorry?
I'm really into presuppositionalism. It's like it's my thing. Like I go to sleep at night reading what's that guy that Duos likes?
Van Til?
Yeah, I like Dula. I like Van Til a lot.
I'm personally more a fan of Greg Bonson, but to each his own.
Well, Darth Dawkins is the Greg Bonson only wishes,
Yeah, I think I could go with a type of precept, like, presupposing our soul existence. And from that, so it's actually not our soul that's being detached, it's our physical body, and the soul is the true us. And yeah, we could, presuppose that that's a necessary component, maybe.
I just think that
I think that there are I think that there's particularly 4.5 gods, which is I get laughed at a lot for this, because if you think about it, why is there a triune, right? I want to go one step farther, but also I think people don't go I think people who go one step farther aren't going far enough. We should go like a half step farther.
Thank you, Troll. Thank you so much for that.
No, I'm being serious.
Input.
I'm being serious. I have an argument for this.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we've all experienced detachments. I don't know why everybody's sort of.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. We have. Tom actually mentioned this to me this morning. He said he's never getting in a car or anything like that ever again.
I don't fit. My chair.
Gotta love these trolls.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate, for the super chat. What is your critique of Sam Harris's well-being of objective morality? Well-being is arbitrary and not well-defined. That would be my critique of Sam Harris's model of morality. Also, I don't agree with his model
well-being is not defined.
One sec. I'm answering the super chat. I also don't agree with his model that we should prioritize health. I don't think health matters as much as choice. I think choice is better than health. So like his vomiting example, I think that if a guy really truly wanted to vomit to death, we should let him, not force him to stop.
I just say that Nirvana and Brute Facts, thank you so much for your all responses.
100% honest responses from Eddie and Ilmatic. J-Dye.
Well, yeah, Nirvana's just trolling you.
No, dude.
Eddie
messaged me this morning, and he said, "You know what? I really don't like mangoes. Anybody with mango in their profile name, from now on, I'm going to do nothing but speak."
I love mangoes. What are you talking about?
Oh, but that's not what
I've heard of Brute Facts voice before. He argued about Christianity or some bullshit like that. So I'm not stupid Brute Facts.
Wait, didn't you say you got this?
Wait a minute. I can't be a Christian and hold to soul detachment?
No, of course not. You don't understand anything about Mango like I do. See, this is why I told you he's trolling. He's trolling, right? Like
Mango. Well, Mango, you can think that it's trolling or whatever, but it's actually my position. I do hold that.
Well, I think really Christians do typically hold the soul detachment because, like, literally your body and soul are separate.
Mango, I'm curious. How does your Discord work without technology?
Magic.
Hey, God, presupposes logic. Speak for me real quick.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, never mind. You were very oddly, your like actual like name had a very similar name to somebody that Scotty has on the permaban list here.
Oh no! I'm Sesmets.
Yeah,
people know me as Sesmets if they know me at all. I've not been around long, but I'm extremely active due to the fact that I have no life. Thank goodness.
I'm starting to think that you're just trolling, Mango. You're trolling me, aren't you?
I think the guy paid to troll.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because at least he paid. But I do think it that way. I'm not sure though. I'm somewhat agnostic. I'd say I'm 67.3% sure that this guy paid to troll. And then the remainder percentage, I'm sure that he's genuine. But it doesn't seem genuine to me anymore. It did at first.
See, I think he's 100% genuine. And
who's he talking about?
I had been convinced.
Mango.
By
Brewfax
the-
is genuine. I like Brewfax. We've had good conversations before. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what?
No. You're genuine, but you're definitely genuine, and I like you. We disagree a lot, but I like you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I got the
No
same
bother.
opinion, Brewfax. We do disagree a lot, but you are fun to talk to.
Appreciate it, God. Even though you get on my nerves.
You don't get on my nerves, God. I think you don't get on my nerves. I like you. You're eccentric.
He knows that.
Eccentric?
Yeah, I'm zany, so eccentricity doesn't touch me.
I think you mispronounce it. It's egocentric.
Why not both? Ecocentric? You mean egocentric?
Yeah, I'm trolling him. We're friends. He knows I'm playing.
No worries, man.
Eddie, do you also believe the soul has a 10-mile-per-hour speed limit?
I don't think it's that slow.
I'd say about the speed of light, you know.
I think you got to be moving a lot faster, like in a car or something like that.
How about transwarp speed, like Star Trek?
Well, I'll tell you the weirdest thing. Mango may be able to relate with this. One of the weirdest things that happened to me was walking through a waterfall, and it was almost like the water just totally stripped and was blocking my soul.
Which soul, the left foot or the right foot?
Has that ever happened to you, Mango?
He left. Is he still here?
Yeah, he's here.
His avatar's there.
Did his mic might have done the thing where it breaks up again and we can't hear him.
Yeah, he sometimes has problem with technology.
Yes. I think he's allergic to it.
Yeah.
No, he's just not technologically inclined.
It doesn't make sense because he sits still, so his soul should be there in wholeness. Maybe he left some in the kitchen.
Hi.
What did I leave in the kitchen?
Brian?
Yeah, I was trying to look for that actually.
There we go. There's the troll.
No, I was joking because I don't hold to the soul being detached at that slowest speed. I think you got to be moving a lot faster than walking or running. So I was trying to kind of make fun of you.
Right. I'm gonna take what you say with a grain of salt.
And I'm one of the ones that.
I can understand why you think that. To me, it seems to me that you got.
You sound so genuine. I'm sorry.
Do what?
Does it really matter? Just deal with him on face value. It doesn't really matter whether he's genuine. For the record, I know you're genuine, big facts, but can we just get on with the conversation and stop asking over and over if it's genuine or not?
What?
No, I'm starting to think Mango's trolling me. I don't think
he is.
Yeah. I'm starting to believe that.
Yeah, I think he paid to troll, which is fine, as TJump says. Yeah, because at least TJump got money.
I didn't pay to troll.
I'll tell you what, TJump, if I ever become rich, then you'll get a fair share.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Unfortunately, I haven't got much money myself at the moment, but yeah, sure. If I ever come into some money, you'll get plenty.
I sure wasn't expecting to be this entertained on a Friday night.
Why?
I don't think you're capable of being entertained, Google. Just do my search engines and that's it. Stick with that. Stick with what you're good at.
I get hurt all the time because I know TJump just wants me for my money. I mean, my body. No.
It's that sexy bald head.
Hey, Google, you answer for me.
I love my life.
Mango, I don't think I really got a question to how your Discord works without technology. Is it that just you pick and choose which technology is acceptable to you or not?
The answer to this question, I'm not going to repeat myself.
I missed it. I heard TJump say magic, but I
went-
didn't hear you say anything.
I went to Speaker's Corner and found nobody there. And then I realized everybody's online.
No, it's called a Corona lockdown.
So this is why
is
you're on Discord, but
years.
so you get to pick and choose what technology is acceptable to you then. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying it's a means to an end.
So it's a vehicle.
It's a means for me to be able to debate idiots like you.
You're calling me an idiot?
Means to an end literally means acceptable.
I'm speaking to you totally respectfully, and that's really hard to do. And you're gonna say that to me?
Hey, atheist.
He's an atheist.
It just took me a while. I know you. You've always been trolling people.
Atheist,
just treat people respectfully. Always. I don't
just take that
appreciate.
L. Just take the L and go home.
Take the L and go home. How do you know that language? You're like 50.
Oh my word. But dude, what are you trying to talk about?
How are you caught up with like the new slang?
Like, it's like you gotta
I say like based. Yeah, I say that too.
Oh,
it's like, come on, man.
One foot in the grave. What the fuck?
Because I'm super hip. I'm a hipster.
That's extraordinary.
It's like,
it's
just how it is, It's like, what?
All my bitches love me. I make it rain on them.
It's that Tennessee accent.
Eddie, are you going to do the freestyle versus
It's like you
Oz?
turned into a black man for a second there.
But who said I was white?
Did you assume his race?
Google and their left ideology.
Actually, I did grow up in the hood, and I was kind of the minority, so sometime the hood be coming out in me, man.
Same thing, brother. Same thing. Same thing.
And TJump
It doesn't actually matter.
Was grown out of a lab.
I just want to clarify.
Okay. Yeah.
What was it because I'm an atheist that you called me a name? Was that the case?
Bro, stop overthinking it, man. Just move on.
That's an outright question. Can you answer that?
Yeah, that is.
Stop
That is
overthinking it and move
anti-atheist
on.
bigotry.
Hey, sweetie,
Man,
I'm also an atheist. You got a problem with that?
I don't have any problem.
I'm
with
also an
anything, man. I think atheism is just as ridiculous as any atheist.
Wait a minute. So
Are you an agnostic?
being a Christian is a dumbass position, and being an atheist is being an idiot. What the hell do you
No,
call?
actually, Christianity is actually pure. The New Testament is pure, but the Old Testament is of the devil.
Well, good thing I'm not an Old Testamentian.
Wait.
Is of the devil.
The Old Testament is unbiblical.
It's of the no. Yeah,
Is that what he said?
It's of the devil.
So when Paul said that all scripture is inspired by God and beneficial, he was talking about what books?
Did you not hear the key word there? Inspired.
Definitely
Yeah, so when Paul said all scripture is inspired by God and beneficial for teaching, for reproving, for setting things straight, for disciplining in righteousness, for his name's sake, what was he talking about? What books was he referring to?
And what was Jesus saying when he said, "Woe to those who perish"?
No. You can answer my question. What books was he talking about? What were these words of God? What were these books?
He said inspired. There's a difference.
What were the
Inspired
books?
is the
It
key
doesn't matter.
word
What were the
here.
books?
Inspired was the
Well,
key
he accepts
word
Paul,
here.
and Paul
I'm
was
not
definitely
arguing that.
talking about
Inspired.
Without the
I'm
Old Testament,
inspired.
you
I'm
cannot
inspired by a
have a
lot of bad
Jesus.
shit. Doesn't mean that I'm a follower of it. Doesn't mean
Well, what's
acknowledge
painfully
it.
obvious is that these was a man speaking about the Old Testament, the stuff that was already written. Those were the scriptures for them.
Idiot. This guy's an idiot, bro. He said inspired.
What scriptures
bro.
was he talking about? The other scriptures hadn't been written yet.
I'm inspired by technology, not because of the fact
We
that
have to have a
it's
bunch
good,
of
but it's because
actual
of the fact
atheists
that
explain
I'm
to you
able to
about the
communicate with
Bible.
you guys here today. Inspired is the key word.
So he
The Old
says that the
Testament,
Testament was
Old
inspired.
Testament was originally in its original form was pure, but because over time the devil and its influence and perverted it, that's why we have a new update from.
So you're saying that the perfect word of God can be perverted because God is too weak to stop such a thing from happening.
Wow.
I think a really stupid thing. It's like saying, that's so dumb. Okay. Because if you look at God, what he said that the devil.
I'm not the one that's saying that God is so weak he can't stop his own godly inspired breathed word to be perverted.
Sound ridiculous, bro. The Old Testament is of the devil because over time things become corrupted.
I'm not the one calling God weak.
Don't be ridiculous, bro.
And that's why the New Testament is good. Look, if you have a mobile phone, friends, and you have a particular app installed, when you first use that app, everything's perfect, everything's flowing, everything's working.
Okay, just stop.
There's a bug there. There's a security flaw. If you don't update it, you won't be able to continue to use that app. So the New Testament is basically an update.
So everything God said before that doesn't count.
No, you haven't. You haven't listened to what I said. I said because when you update your app, does that mean that you throw away your app? No, you still use your app. It's still there. You're still inspired by it.
So all the rules provided by God in the Old Testament are written off?
Yes, if the update was to, let's say one of the rules was a bug, for instance, the update would remove that bug, right?
So when God says he creates a covenant for all time, the Hebrew word olam, that wasn't for all time?
No.
No, so it's not. So God lied.
I think that's no. Again, as I mentioned, it's been corrupted. So that's an example of a corrupted. Because if you look
Again,
at
God created a covenant for all time. The Hebrew is olam. It means for an extended period of time.
But that's not the King James version, so it's not the original text.
Well, this is the problem.
We don't have the original text.
This is the problem with Christianity right here. There's just so many different ways. You just abandon it, man. I mean, Christianity's stupid.
We're gonna clip that, send it to Pasta.
I am. What I'm trying to say is that's an example of corruption, right? Because if you look at what Jesus said, he said, "Woe to the Pharisees, woe to the people who follow rules and who follow text." So you just contradicted yourself, you idiot. Why would God say don't follow the text and woe to the Pharisees?
My bad. Oh, Mike, sorry.
Yep, I can tell you Randolph's here because I can hear all the keys punching.
Apologies up to me. My bad.
I just can't believe what I just heard him say.
Jesus said, "Woe to the Pharisees." So why would he say that? Follow the text for all time if he said woe to the Pharisees and woe to the text.
Right, okay, no. He did say woe to the Pharisees, but the Pharisees weren't in power, were they?
He's saying woe to the Pharisees because they're
I get that, but the Pharisees were not in power, were they?
What do you? That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
The Sanhedrin was not Pharisaic. The Sadducees were the Sanhedrin. So the Pharisees weren't in power. The Sadducees were.
No, did I finish? The point that Jesus was trying to make was stop following text. It's not about text, it's about being in the presence with God. And
so we ignore the text and we go with what you believe for no reason whatsoever other than that you believe it.
No, it's literally what Jesus said. He said literally, woe to the Pharisees.
It doesn't matter what Jesus said. It matters what fact. Either something is a fact or it's not. Yeah, I get you believe that Jesus said X, Y, Z, but the scriptures must be upheld because without the Old Testament, you can't have a Jesus.
We don't even know if Jesus existed.
You have no idea, bro. You have no idea. You have no.
I have no idea. No, Eddie, please.
Why is it that a bunch of atheists have to actually teach a Christian about the Bible?
True.
That's
What else? That's not what the Bible says at all. The Old Testament is of the devil, and I'll explain why. The Old Testament, if you look at these mountains, it's literally a copy of the Old Testament. And we all know it's all of the devil.
How do you explain the phrase in the Bible?
Old Testament was, like it was said to be God breathed, then that meant it was not God breathed. It was from the devil.
How do you explain the phrase in the Bible where Jesus says? How do you explain the phrase in the Bible where Jesus says, "I come not to change the Old Testament, but to fulfill it"?
Every jot and tittle.
Okay.
Yep. How do you explain that?
That's where is that book? Where is that passage from? Which book?
It's in the New Testament.
Matthew 5.
Yeah, that's the New Testament.
He's not actually talking. He's not talking from a literal standpoint.
Unless your righteousness exceeds that of the Pharisees.
Yeah. I don't know the details, but I do know that.
There you go. He said, if your righteousness exceeds the Pharisees, which means that you have to go beyond the text in order to find God.
Did the righteousness of the Pharisees exceed the Sadducees?
Did you know what he's talking about, bro?
I know exactly what he's talking about. I'm asking you questions. I want to clarify your position. I'm asking you, did the Pharisees exceed the Sadducees, the law, the Sanhedrin? Did they? Oh, they did. Okay.
Actually, let's do one better, easy. Mango, what is the major key difference between the Pharisees and the Sadducees?
One of them is the law, and the other one is people who sort of apply the law.
One of them what?
I'm not going to repeat myself, so yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Well,
your mic has been shit all night. Why would you not trust that you're being audible right now?
I seriously didn't hear what you said.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah. What did you say the main difference was?
One of them is the law, and the other one is the people that are applying the law.
And
no, not
what?
exactly.
No. Which one is what?
The one with the funny name.
No, see, here I'll tell you. The Pharisees they believed that the written Torah and the oral Torah were both inspired by God, and the Sadducees believed only the written Torah. The Pharisees believed in the resurrection. The Sadducees did not believe in a resurrection. The Pharisees were the people's Jews, and the Sadducees was with the Romans as the leaders.
Brother, stay with me. You're getting lost. You're getting lost in sauce.
No, I'm getting lost in history.
There's nothing wrong with getting lost in exegesis.
That's literally what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to be so enthralled by the text.
The devil? Who's the devil?
Yeah.
Who's the devil?
Who's the devil? Yeah, that's a modern creation.
Wait. Do you even know what the devil even stands for? Like, do you know what the definition is?
Oh no, not the same guy again.
Apparently some asshole out there that's
Isn't it the adversary? The adversary, something like that?
That's all it means.
Yeah, I was just thinking adversary. Yeah.
So I got this. Mango, tell me what the original definition of devil is.
So I'll give you guys a little bit of a background. Okay.
So if you let me talk and nobody interrupts me, okay? So
proceed.
This is my understanding. The devil is not a bad thing. The devil is basically a person who worships the god known as Cronus or Saturn. And before Jesus or Jupiter came along, people worshipped the sun. And if you look at history, you'll find that all over the globe, people worshipped the sun. So they killed their own. So they did sacrifices, which is an attribute of Saturn. They were extremely logical, scientific, etc., etc. That is Satanist, someone who venerates Saturn and Saturn's attributes, which is killing others.
I've heard this argument before.
Can I finish?
Wait, who said they've heard this argument before? Hold up. Somebody said they've heard this argument before. Where did you hear the argument that they're extremely logical and they kill their babies? I've never heard that argument. Where does that one come from?
That's new to me too. At least for Satanism it is.
Let's do this. Hold on, Mango. Let's do this.
Everyone's talking at once.
Yeah, hold on. Let's do this. Everybody mute, and let Easy Rider take you to school.
Well, I was the one that was going to do that.
Okay, no, man. TJump, what the hell, bro? Like, this guy keeps interrupting you, man. Honestly. If you interrupt me again, I'm going to put you in the motherfucker. You can't. Listen, I'm finished. And then when Jesus came, that was the mark of a new era for Jupiter. So everybody now needs to move away from Sun and worship Jupiter now. And that's when Jesus came with it.
Yeah, I've heard this before.
What?
And then
this is nothing new to me.
I finished, bro, fix. Finish. 6,000 years from the start that Jupiter came down as human form, Mars will come down.
I got this. Don't worry.
And I want to address it too.
Yeah.
So you're completely incorrect. So I can give you a source for this. In the original Greek, devil only ever came from a few different words. Devolas, I believe. I can't remember the original context. I'd have to pull it up on my source paper. But devil actually meant to slander in the ancient Greek. There was no divine claim based around it up until Christianity and or whoever decided to give it a personality, but there was no divine claim. They had a different word for lesser entities, which is diabolos or something like that. Give me half a second.
While he's looking for that, I'll just point out that what Ibra Mango was saying about Satanism, originally known as Randism, by the way, there are 7 fundamental. I'm not being biased here. It really was called Randism. I think that's kind of cool, just because it's similar to my name. But they're the 7 fundamental tenets of Satanism are not consistent with what Ibra Mango is saying about, I hope I'm saying your name right, about what Satanists were doing. So it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't jive. I think maybe if you're saying there were some other cults doing that, then that's fine. But to say that Satanism is involved in people doing those horrible things that are not consistent with the 7 tenets of Satanism, I disagree with you on that.
You can't disagree, mate. You're just regurgitating what you've been told. You have no real thoughts, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'll tell you what the fundamental tenets of Satanism are then. Maybe you need to know.
No, just tell me what you ate, okay? See if we can test the memory. What did you have for breakfast?
You don't want to know what the 7 tenets of Satanism are? Because they read like a human rights document. They're really good.
Which age center are you at right now?
It's my turn to give him some history.
Yeah, go.
Okay,
so the idea.
Does this mean that 2 are more?
The idea of Satan in Judaism, literally the adversary, there were 2 main ideas. One of the ideas was that the offspring of the Nephilim, the demons, were the ones who went around influencing the world. And there's another idea that the adversary was actually an angel of God who was not fallen or cast out of heaven. He was one of God's right-hand angels, and he was sent by God to do basically all the dirty work. He wasn't this evil entity or something like that. And those are both very loosely held to by different sects traditionally. The idea of Satan didn't come in until Greek mythology entered the picture. When you look at the words for hell, Tartarus, Hades, Gehenna, all these different Greek ideas of hell have different mythical understandings behind them. And to make it worse, when you look at the name Hel, Hel was the daughter of Loki from Norse, I believe it was North pagan mythology.
Norse mythology, yes.
Yeah, and
symbolized torture and pain.
Right. Hel was the ruler of the underworld in their mythology. So all of this idea of this eternal torment, burning in hell, fire, brimstone, all these different things, and this idea of this, evil spirited man that's opposite of God running around the planet that nobody can see is all a Christian concoction from different pagan and myths bleeding into Christianity throughout the years.
Can I give more context? Because I studied this a bunch.
No, no, you're saying this. Shut the fuck up.
No, you cannot dismiss me like that.
I can.
No, you really can't.
It doesn't matter what his beliefs are. You should still listen if you're gonna listen.
Because it's
Alex, I've muted him. Go ahead.
Thank you, Brute. So Satan, like Brute Fact said, definitely derives from the ancient Hebrew, which only ever meant the adversary. There was at the time, a very big divide, like Eddie said. Basically, everything Eddie said was basically true. However, Eddie did miss something. It wasn't until a mistranslation in the Old Testament where we saw a figure of Lucifer. The figure of Lucifer before Christianity was Roman, was a Roman god. Meaning his thing was just the bringer of light. He didn't really have many mythos based around him. He only had like a few. He was a minor deity. It was more of like a demon. Like their word for demon was basically translated to entity with divine power. There was no concept of good and evil until later in Greek history.
Cool. And how does that sort of prove my point? Or not prove my point exactly?
The point is you're not using their original definitions. You're using definitions provided to you by a religion.
I am. You're just unaware of it.
Yes, I am. I'm using the literal translations, which come.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I can literally give you every single reference, every single scientific paper.
All you've done is you've collated some research.
Listen, Mango. Alex is telling you this, who is obviously not a Christian. Easy Rider will tell you this and has alluded to this, who's not a Christian. And I am a Christian, and I'm telling you this. So where the hell did he go?
Oh, sorry, he's back. Hold on.
Damn, interrupting me.
Better start again.
I'd agree with the Christians and Satanists. I'd agree with both of them. Because I see the same thing. And I'm an atheist.
I have a question for you.
Nobody cares what you are, mate.
I care.
Why you bring it up then, sweetie?
I'm not Satan is merely just somebody that they used to venerate, called Saturn, and now they venerate Jupiter. So what's the difference?
And there's a lot of Christians who care that I'm an atheist and want to save me. And there's some Muslims who care and want to save me too. So you say that nobody cares who I am is wrong.
You know what?
And just for the record,
what they're trying to do is they're trying to make you in alignment with either.
Just for the record, Randolph, I don't care about saving
Islam
you.
is basically
But
I believe you.
I want you to save me from this torturous afterlife.
I want you to save me from this conversation.
Oh, yes, TJump, I completely agree with you.
Somebody save me.
Satan himself left, and now we've got autism itself here. Maybe that'll save us.
Have you gotten your money's worth, T?
No, I love
Satan himself is autism itself. I am that person. I'm one of the same.
Get rid of Satan.
I don't understand.
You know I love you, Randolph, right?
I love you too, man.
I love all of you, but that might creep you all out.
I gotta say, I would have preferred Satan herself, but to each their own.
Yeah.
Well, I'm non-binary, so either or for me.
Hey, don't worry, TJump.
Nicely done.
Don't worry, TJump. I love you too. Yes, I do.
Easy. Mango can't talk at the moment.
Jesus Christ.
Fair enough.
But like, what is love?
Does everyone here recognize the person in my avatar? Which seems as we're slinging the shit anyhow at this point.
Well, rather than talking to Mango directly, let's put this out into the open. People like Mango, who promote a theology or a midrashic explanation of scriptures, I'm kind of curious what their education is in theology. People like Mango, not necessarily Mango himself.
Listen, the study of theology is ridiculous because what happens is you sort of cloud your mind with these ideas.
And their problem.
There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, who was surprised by that, right?
You haven't listened to what I said. I said when you study theology, you sort of crowd.
You have your panties in the chest.
Look, I don't even know what your theology is, and you have one. Let's not deny the obvious. I don't know what your theology is, but it just doesn't seem to line up with what the scriptures say. So you can
Why does it have
you
to
can
line
say
up with
no,
the scripture?
listening, please.
That's ridiculous.
No, you're talking over me. Please stop.
Oh boy.
What I'm asking you is if you have a theology, you can deny that until the cows come home. Nothing changes. What do you base your understanding, which is what theology is, your understanding of God on?
Syncretism.
What was that word?
Astrotheology.
So,
as in astrology?
Astrotheology.
You're basing your theology on the position of the stars.
Absolutely.
Okay, you do you.
So let's get this straight. Non-agent, inanimate objects can give us a theological position.
So these special objects in the sky, they're Jupiter, for example, came down in human form in Jesus and proclaimed his attributes so that we may follow him during his era, during his reign. And then when his reign is over, we move over to Mars, who's next in line.
Is one of them named Lucy?
Mars will come down in human form and give us his message.
Lucifer was Venus, by the way.
I'm just if that rain comes down as wine, I'll believe it.
Yeah. Is one of them named Lucy? And is there diamond?
Let me give you a little bit more fun history about Lucifer. So the Greek had a concept of Lucifer, which was Venus, I believe, either Venus. I think it was Venus. I'm not 100% certain though.
Is Venus etymologically related to Athena or not?
This sounds like some Mormon shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is paganism for you.
Well, no. Let's delve into this just a little bit. You keep referring to Jupiter. Are you a follower of Justin Martyr?
I'm not a
He
follower of
no, he
anybody.
just
I
likes
don't
that
get,
song.
I
Drops
don't
of
get
Jupiter.
convinced by anybody. I'm not a follower of anybody.
But you understand what he said, right?
I can't understand half of what he says.
Who is Justin Martin?
Justin Martyr. He was preaching to the Greeks, and he said, just as you accept Jupiter as the son of Zeus, so we accept Jesus, and there's a correlation there. Therefore, Jesus exists.
Oh, cool.
And that's a nutshell version. It's not entirely accurate.
Before you answer, Mango, I gotta bounce, y'all. I'll be back in a few.
It's not my
position
at all.
Great to see you, Eddie. It's great to hear your voice. Take care, man, and check the page chat out before you
Peace
go.
out. Peace be with you later. Namaste. Take care. Namaste.
But yeah,
That's not my,
Justin
that's not my
Martyr
position.
was.
That's not my position at all.
But you understand what Justin Martyr was saying, though, right?
It's got nothing to do with what I'm saying.
I'm asking, do you understand what he was saying?
I am. I do understand.
I don't. I don't get it.
Yeah.
He's trying to sort of like paint a picture between Jupiter and Jesus.
I guess I'm stupid.
You're
I only
the one
care about
painting a
the
picture
68.
between Jupiter and Jesus. I'm asking
I'm not
you for
painting
clarification.
anything. I'm saying that they're literally the same thing.
Jesus
Oh.
and Jupiter? Jesus and
literally.
Jupiter are the same thing?
Apparently,
So Jesus is basically is Jupiter in human form.
I guess the planets come down as gods now.
Yes, basically.
That doesn't sound like Christianity.
Well, he said the Old Testament was from the devil, so I mean it can't be exactly like Christianity.
Because you haven't understood what I said. When I say devil, I'm talking about Saturn, another celestial body. That's
I thought you were talking about the
that
Satan.
word and not devil.
Devil is just Saturn. It's somebody who worships and
No,
venerates
two
Saturn.
different things. Devil means
No, you're
slander.
brainwashed.
Saturn is a planet.
Brainwashed. You have no idea what you're talking about, mate.
I'm not brainwashed. I know what it looks
Saturn.
like.
People used to venerate Saturn, but when Jupiter came to take his reign, people reverted, sort of moved away from that and went to Jupiter. It's just the way things are. It's just how our universe functions. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But not on logic though, because logic is bad.
Logic stems from Saturn, which is Satan.
Logic stems from Saturn.
So that's why you're from the pits of hell, mate. Because if you think about it, Saturn has rings. It has a crown. And if you look all over the world, people had monarchs. People had crowns on their heads. That's basically worshipping Saturn. Do you see the Jews with their things on their heads? Basically venerating Saturn, basically.
The yarmulke?
What was that?
The yarmulke.
That'd be a yarmulke.
Yeah, the yarmulke, the people with the crown, like the monarchs, they're all venerating Saturn, basically.
I mean, that's not what they believe.
Yes, it is, because Saturn
No,
has
it's
rings.
not.
Saturn has a
I can
Saturn
tell
has a
you this
crown.
for a fucking fact. My wife is Jewish. My
Saturn has a
father-in-law is
crown, bro.
Jewish.
Saturn has
That
a
is
crown.
not what they believe.
Wow.
Saturn has a crown, bro. Saturn has a crown.
Okay, just
And that's
because
how-
something has a crown, does that inherently mean that they believe X?
Yes, because they have the same attributes as Saturn. If you look up at the attributes of Saturn, they literally venerate that attribute.
Oh,
The Jews do it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to tell you something. I sit quite regularly in a voice channel over on a Jewish server because I'm a mod over there. And guess what? They don't believe what you just said.
Of course they don't.
I tell you that as an atheist. You're
Because
wrong.
in the eyes of a Jew, Satan is
Wrong.
the planet before Saturn. So what's the planet before Saturn?
Where it shows that.
What's the planet before Saturn?
You show me the Torah.
What's the planet
Show me
after
where it
Saturn?
says in their text. Where it
Can
says
someone
that.
tell me what's the planet after Saturn?
Jupiter, I'm guessing.
No, the one behind it.
I'm really tempted to troll. I am
just
so
answer the
tempted to
question.
troll.
What's the planet
Neptune?
behind Saturn?
I don't have to troll. I'm being serious.
Is it Neptune?
I'll
Is it
take
Neptune?
Jewish faith on this one.
Wait, did someone say Neptune?
Yeah, Neptune. Let's go with Neptune.
So the Jews, when they hear the term Saturn, they're basically saying, I hate the people who still venerate Neptune, and we venerate Saturn now. So that's how they look at it.
Do you know
And
why
people
the
who
planets
venerate
were named
Jupiter
after
in our
gods?
era, they hate people who are Satanists. They hate people who venerate Saturn because they haven't moved on.
They hate the people on Saturn? Is that what you just said? They hate the people from Saturn?
No, they hate the people who still venerate Saturn. So the Jews and the Muslims and all those types of people.
Who worship Saturn?
Yeah, basically. And why you find the cube, that big ass cube thing and all that nonsense. And they're going around in circles. That's obviously referring to Saturn.
Circles around a cube. Isn't that also venerating Saturn? Because it's got a circle around it, just like the halo.
Things like the Pentagon, for instance. If you look up at Saturn and you look at the Saturn, what's on top of Saturn, it's literally the Pentagon.
So the White House is worshiping something because it's a Pentagon?
Yeah, the Pentagon is venerating Saturn, basically. Yeah.
What shapes don't venerate Saturn?
Triangle. They don't have a crown. Things like
Potato.
6 sides, a pentagon.
Well, you just said Pentagon did venerate Saturn. You just contradicted yourself.
I mean, if you look at Satanists, for instance, they love the 6-sided shit, right? Because that's Saturn. So it's has 6 sides.
No, that is
Six-sided is a Pentagon?
Saturn has 6 sides, so that's why they love it at 6, the number 6.
That's a complete misrepresentation.
It's not a complete misrepresentation.
It is, though.
Wow.
You haven't even read the Satanic Bible, A. B, you haven't done the research.
Bro.
You're not even going to listen. I've read the Old Testament.
That's the Satanic Bible.
I've read the Old Testament.
Drowning babies, killing babies, that's the devil, bro. That's Saturn.
Yeah, that was God.
Yeah, Saturn.
Yeah,
And,
no, that was Yahweh.
Yeah, Saturn. Yahweh is Saturn. Yahweh is basically the old God, the one before the
Yahweh,
era.
the same thing as the New Testament.
There's multiple, you idiot. There's multiple.
No, it is.
There's multiple. So the one
Even in the Quran, in the Quran, it's Yahweh as well. Same God.
The one that we're in right now is Jupiter. The era that we're in right now is Jupiter. The previous era was Saturn. Please.
What is love? Yahweh, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
No more.
That's all you were referring to. Yahweh is just Saturn, bro.
Who said he's using the soundboard? Can you tell me? Not me. I can do this with my voice.
Let's watch Canada and the recent Parliament.
Canada.
Speeches. They make South Park makes a really accurate representation of Canadians.
Hey, how do you know? Haven't you stopped and thought about the fact that the actors, a lot of them that play South Park voices, are Canadian?
But they do such a good job of representing Canadians because they all wear glasses and they all talk
They
like
get
robots.
most of Canada right. They do make some errors though, like Saddam Hussein's never run the place here.
The fact that everybody has glasses on.
Man Bear Pig is a historical figure.
Robots.
Don't forget about Smokey.
Fucking hilarious how accurate it is.
Remember, kids, only forest fires can prevent bears.
Gasoline on sale, 50 cents a gallon. Minimum buying age 13. Matches included.
We have it pretty good up here in Canada. There's still things we need to improve, but I think generally we're doing pretty good. And we're just glad that South Park noticed us.
Yeah, we gotta lower the price on weed for the people that have to actually buy it.
6 is not the most satanic number, by the way.
It is.
Yeah, my hashtag.
It's not.
Literally everybody.
Is it 2 or 3?
Mark of the Beast?
It's actually 9 TJump.
9.
9.
Yeah. So it's a very funny concept in the Satanic Bible.
I don't want to know. Please shut up.
No, somebody asked, I'm going to answer. You asked, right, TJump?
Yes,
I asked too.
Oh, okay. So
Answer.
9, any single digit multiplied by the number 9, the sum of which will only ever add up to 9.
The digit sum you're talking about.
Yeah, the digit sum. So 9 times 3, and then
27.
1 sec, be right back.
20,
Nothing but sans.
27. What about 27?
He can't hear you. He's ducking himself for now.
Yeah, 27 is 2 plus 7 equals 9.
Yeah, that's a digit sum.
It's just sans.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, anything that's digit sum comes to 3, 6, or 9 will be a multiple of 3 as well. If it's an even number before you digit sum it up, it's also a multiple of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I'm going to use that as part of my new algorithm.
You're welcome.
Something as he goes.
So yeah. So what's 9 times 3?
27.
Eric did this one long before you got back.
Oh, okay.
You get it. They all add up to 9. Jesus Christ.
So 9 is the most satanic number since it is the most selfish.
That's not even one of Sans attributes. Selfishness actually comes from Neptune.
How many people did Satan
I think you
kill?
might be venerating Neptune there.
How many people did Satan kill? According to the entire Bible.
And I believe.
It's Saturn, bro. So
actually one order of God. How many has God killed? Billions.
Well, not billions, be
Actually,
millions.
trillions by the friendly atheists count.
Trillions.
Dude, you guys.
Yeah, there's an actual video about it on the friendly atheists channel where he basically goes through the Bible and basically. I can find a link if you so wish, TJump.
Yeah, because trillions doesn't make sense because there's only been 110 billion humans ever.
Yeah, no, by the Bible's count, basically.
Can everyone hear me?
I was either trillions or billions. I can't remember.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so round off.
Yes.
You said, what are you? Are you an atheist?
Yep, I'm an atheist. I run an organization called Canadian Atheists as well.
Get that sneaky shout out in there.
I would take yourself to...
TJump, do you want a DM or do you want me to ping it to you in a...
Yeah, post it on like general or something.
I got you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Ibromango.
Why would you not venerate Jupiter like the rest of us?
Why would I venerate? I don't understand what you're asking me.
Why don't you worship Jupiter like the rest of us?
I have no reason to worship Jupiter. Should I have a reason to worship Jupiter?
It's big and blue and gassy.
You're out of alignment, aren't you not?
I think you're thinking of Neptune, TJump.
You're out of alignment, aren't you?
So what was that?
Yeah.
Your volume's kind of low. It's hard to hear you all this time, but we can mostly hear you.
You're out of alignment.
Not only is his mic bad, but he tries to whisper, apparently.
What was that, sorry? Is it that?
Yeah, it's a little better. That's better.
Oh, okay. So I said, why are you in alignment with Jupiter?
Why do I not worship Jupiter? Jupiter's just a planet. It's I don't see any reason to worship it.
Do you not see how science has perverted your mind to think that Jupiter and these other celestial bodies are really just gas and planets, and when actually they're in control of your reality?
I don't believe that science is claiming that the planets like Jupiter are controlling me.
No, but they did plant a seed into your mind that these planets are merely just gaseous bodies, and they're just, they're nothing to consider. But
Are you trying to say that I don't have control of my own thoughts?
You don't control anything, right?
There's things in the world I can't control, but I can choose what I think about.
I don't think you can.
Oh,
As Shakespeare said, the world is a play and you're a puppet.
World is a pie?
When you're saying that you don't think I can, is that a thought of your own making, or is that something else has planted that there for you?
It's all planted, my friend. They come and go.
How do you know that?
Because when you reach a level of awareness, then you know.
I think I've reached a different level of awareness that probably goes in a completely different category than what you've reached. That's my guess.
You don't have any guesses. As Shakespeare said, the world is the stage and you're...
Well, we're on a stage right now.
Well,
Almost is a vampire.
And the people that are, controlling the strings, where do you control the strings, by the way? When you're controlling a puppet, where...
So do you think that Shakespeare had all of the world and reality figured out?
But answer my question. You haven't answered my question. I said, how do you control a puppet?
How do you control a puppet? Depends on the type of puppet, but usually you have your hand inside the puppet or you're pulling strings.
Strings is the answer.
Strings, right?
Oh, string theory.
And so where is the hand? Where is the hand located when you're controlling the puppet with strings? Where is it located? Is it above? Is it below? Is it on the side?
Well, I just told you, it depends on the type of puppet and who's operating it, I guess. So that, like, what's the big deal?
They're using strings.
What's the point of this?
A string puppet. Where do you maneuver the puppet? Is it above the puppet? Is it on the side of the puppet?
Sure. So what?
So it's above the puppet. Are you in agreement?
Well, if it's a puppet hanging on strings, then yeah, it would have to be, of course.
Exactly how our universe works. The people at the top of the celestial bodies are doing puppeting.
Is it like puppet theory?
Puppet theory, yes.
Oh, this is different from string theory.
So basically, like the celestial bodies are taking turns to control our reality. And so now it's Jupiter's turn to control our reality. Then it's Mars, then it's Venus, then it's Mercury. So they all take two turns controlling our reality, basically.
So I don't understand. How are we going from using strings to control puppets to getting to understanding reality?
I was using it as an example. They sort of use our puppets for their play. But they're above us, right? So they're above us.
He's literally whispering so low his microphone can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
You're whispering so low, your microphone cuts out.
Oh, okay. So I was using that puppet example to show that we're below and they're above us, and it's sort of following the string.
Well, I'm not a puppet. I have intellectual sovereignty. I make my own decisions. Maybe they're predetermined. I don't know. But it seems to me that I'm making my own decisions in my life. If you can prove that somebody's controlling me, I'll be very interested in that.
So you're an atheist, right?
Yeah, I don't believe in any deities.
Well, so the person that's in control of you is celestial. It's one of the moons of Jupiter. And if you've studied ancient Greek, you know that moon. It's a particular moon of Jupiter who did the exact opposite of what Jupiter told them to do, basically. So you're basically being controlled by one of Jupiter's moons.
Okay, so you're specifying. You're saying that I'm under control of one of Jupiter's moons. That's a vague claim. Can you tell me exactly which moon it is?
No.
And why is it Jupiter? Uranus is so much cooler.
So the thing is, if you're going to tell me that one of Jupiter's moons is controlling me, my reasonable expectation is that you're going to be able to tell me which moon it is.
called Amalthea, and it's one of Jupiter's children. And they disobey Jupiter, and they do the opposite of what Jupiter does. And that's what
Okay, I don't find your claim at all convincing. I don't believe I'm controlled by any of Jupiter's moons, and you can't even be specific. It's just really vague. It doesn't.
I literally said Amalthea. Look it up.
Is that moon conscious and alive?
Do you not believe that Jesus came down in human form?
Doesn't Jupiter have like 50-something moons? Or...
Exactly. It's a prosperous planet. So when you're in its alignment, then you're gonna have a prosperous life, basically.
Jupiter has 79 moons.
It's a sign of it being prosperous. It's one of its attributes. It's prosperous. That's why we live in a prosperous time at the moment.
Well, 79 moons that we know of.
Sorry, Randolph, I'm not in a position to Google. That was me throwing shade.
Oh no, it's okay. It's fine. I just, in order for a moon to control a person, me or anybody else, that moon is, I think, going to have some kind of intention to do that, right?
Well, the way it works is think of it like airport terminals. Like there are many airport terminals, and each
Eddie, you're sounding really
terminal-
muffled, by the way. You might want to reconnect your mic.
Me?
Eddie, sorry, who was talking before?
Eddie. Yeah, that would be Eddie.
Sorry, I'm in my truck.
Of course Eddie has a truck. Why was I expecting anything else?
I have a truck too. It's called a Suburban. It may be more comfortable than it is.
Hey, and my car's got a 6-liter V8 in it. What's your point?
Oh, I was just teasing Eddie, saying that he sounds like a little bit of a redneck at times.
His point,
IBM is really angry
point
about this
one
thing.
is
That's hilarious.
he's nuts.
You see what I mean? He sounds like a little bit of a redneck at times. So I was like, man, if Eddie had a car, it'd probably be a truck.
Yep, and he's got the balls.
No, I ain't no,
He's got the bull's balls on the back of his truck, the little hanging down.
hell no, I ain't no damn redneck.
Look at Eddie.
I ain't got no damn gun rack. I don't drink Budweiser.
You drink IPA, right?
Are you committing the no true redneck fallacy here,
No
Eddie?
true redneck.
Well, I'll be damned. You got
Is South Park an accurate representation of America, or is America an accurate representation of South?
Are you still going?
Yeah, I think we haven't got any resolution to this thing about the moons. So the moons being alive or stuff.
I don't think. Surely you're not hoping for one or thinking one's going to happen, right?
Sure, it's going to happen.
Wait, so how do the planets breathe? Are there like lungs inside of the planets? Do they have blood or?
Yeah, they breathe their own air.
Well, I mean,
Do they have
you're speaking from an example.
Just remember, you're all drinking planet sweat.
Also,
Eddie, I think
how
the
does
answer to your
sex
question is
how does sex between the planets work? Do they have sex?
Eddie, I think when planets bang into other planets, it can be quite catastrophic.
Oh, that's why they call it the Big Bang.
No shit.
There's multiple Big Bangs. You know that, right?
It's like fender bender.
Is there planet insurance? I'm sorry.
There's been multiple Big Bangs, right?
Yeah. There's gonna be one later on tonight.
Anyways, I already resolved your problem, so I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about your bloody moons.
No, he's trying to sound British.
Also, how do the moons control us? Do they use like fucking walkie-talkies, fucking, little PlayStation fucking paddles? Like, how do they control us?
Super
How
advanced.
you sound to me, you sound a bit like Neptune. You don't really sound like Sam, sort of like these whole birds. You sound more like Neptune.
I do think that's a fair question. What is the mechanism that moons are using to control us?
Veneration.
Veneration.
When you venerate, that's how they're able to continue to maintain control.
Veneration just means great respect or reverence. What's that got to do with any of this?
I have veneration for my fucking computer. Does that mean anything? Does that mean it has control over me?
Here's an intriguing question. If the planets are constantly moving, how do their souls ever catch up with them?
Come on, man. But you believe in that.
Musicians, they introduced soul to us in the 1970s.
Fucking ripped off.
Yeah, you do realize for any person standing on the equator, their soul is going to have to move at least 1,050 miles per hour, just while they're standing still on the center of the equator.
Not if it's flat, God. Not if it's flat.
You're looking at it from a human perspective. Stop looking at it from a human perspective.
Wait, question. Mango, is it flat or is the Earth round?
Why is it round?
No, I asked you, is the Earth flat?
No.
Spherical.
Yeah. No, it's a pentagon. It's a pentagon because it worships Jupiter.
It's an oblique.
Oblique? Did you say oblique?
Basically egg-shaped.
Oh, I have that meme. I'll post it in the state chatter right now.
I said it's egg-shaped, so what are you talking about? Quoting the autographs he does.
Okay, I just posted a picture of egg-shaped Earth in the main stage chatter text channel. It's an alternate flat.
I'm just saying that it's round.
Yeah, there's the night. Yeah, I'm eating egg salad right now.
I love my meme collection.
It's round, okay.
So wait, so if every god is a planet, do we eventually get a turn as Earth, or?
Yes.
How the fuck does that work?
It's called Gaia.
That would be very painful given all the environmental damage humans have been doing.
Very angry god.
When it's Earth's turn, it's basically just going to be reproducing. It's called a reproduction stage.
So it's like a great recycling?
Basically, it's like a great reset.
Oh my God, TJump, please tell me you got that reference. Somebody tell me.
This is being recorded.
Why?
Oh, sorry.
Futurama?
We're on TJump's channel live.
That was Heaven's Gate, by the way, TJump.
Oh, gotcha.
What do you mean by Heaven's Gate? What the hell?
Very famous cult in the 70s, 80s, who basically worshipped aliens. Aliens were gods, came in on a meteor. The alien ship was actually behind the meteor. This was a very big thing. And they believed that the Earth was going through a great recycling. Whatever fuck that means, I have no fucking clue. I tried to watch the indoctrination videos, but Marshall Applewhite was batshit insane, to say the least. Basically, the comet passed, they all killed themselves.
Wait, sorry. How is that up to with anything I said? I don't know. Like you sound you sound desperate. Like you're trying to.
No, you want him to sound desperate. That's why you're saying that.
No, he's trying to sort of paint my stance as some. No,
I'm literally telling you what happened via a cult.
Yeah, Mango.
Mango, do you know the difference
Talking about a
between a religion and
completely
a cult?
different thing.
Mango, do you know the difference between a religion and a cult?
The
A religion has a higher member count and tax-free status.
I thought tax-exempt status was all that was needed for the difference there.
You don't even have to be. You don't even have to have the tax status in order to be a religion.
Oh, how things have changed.
Alex, you sound desperate. You sound like you're trying to my stance as some weird shit. It's not.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm with Mango on that. We're going to tag team y'all.
We're in big trouble now.
Bunch of desperate idiots.
Eddie's good at this stuff. That's why I know we're in trouble now.
Y'all just hate God and love your sin. That's it. Case over.
Okay, now you're trying to use stereotypes that don't work, but nice try.
Oh yeah? How do you ground the factual nature of a stereotype?
With FM band, not AM band.
That was actually a pretty good answer.
I go with Led Zeppelin.
I usually ground it with a piece of metal.
It was a reference to your truck.
I got a high-class truck. I use XM radio.
Do you have VHF as well? Well, you're probably on the old CB stuff with, hopefully you're on 40 channel, not stuck on 23.
Oh, gosh. No, but I had a social studies teacher that not a single day went by that he didn't talk about ham radio. I knew more about ham radio than I ever cared about in my entire life.
So did you get a ham license?
No.
Ah.
Wait, did you say ham as in like the meat?
Yeah, ham radio is a term for amateur radio.
That's correct.
Yeah. Broadcast all around the world.
Yeah,
all around the world.
I don't know why I was thinking the actual meat.
You build a radio out of ham, pork. Worcestershire is the best.
It's probably because you can cook the ham with the microwaves.
And
the 5G man fries your brain.
Ham store had the best ham radio.
Unfortunately, there are some anti-vaxxers on ham radio.
Oh, they're everywhere. I'll tell you what's weird is anti-vax used to be a left problem, and now it's turned into a right problem. And it's like, what the hell is going on?
They joined the anti-maskers.
Yeah.
By the way, if morality were objective, one would expect all of it to be objective, not just the part which most human cultures tend to agree on. How could is murder bad have an objective answer?
What I'm curious. I'm curious.
That does not.
That doesn't follow at all.
I'm curious. Why do you think that?
Jump respond.
Why do you think it must be an all or nothing proposition that morality would be objective?
Also, which objective morality? There's more than one. There's the objective morality of TJump. There's the objective morality of the Christian God. There's the objective morality of Zeus. We can go on. There's like 3,000 different claims to objective reality. Which one is right?
It makes it sound subjective.
Zeus didn't have a moral theory. Come on.
I mean, no, it didn't.
These premises are unproven, and there's no objective reason to accept them. So, yeah.
How do you ground objective reasoning?
You use the third prong of the extension cord.
Defining morality as a measurement of the aversion of pain, and therefore an objective measure, would mean that a large percentage of our own actions towards ourselves would be immoral in nature, even if we do them out of a sense of commitment or duty.
I had to go for dinner. I'd love to stick around and chat some more, but to Ibra Mango, I'm curious to know why you think objective morality must be an all or nothing proposition.
It is an all or nothing proposition. TJump, that's what TJump advocates.
Well, don't you think it can be partly a bit of subjective and objective? It can't that it could be a mixture of both.
I'm talking to the TJump's arguments.
Wait, did you just say something about a Stargate?
Okay, I'm out of here.
It said if morality were objective, one would expect all of it to be objective, and not just which most human cultures tend to agree with.
Can anybody else hear Mango, or is it just me being very deaf?
You're not deaf.
No, he is objectively hard to hear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
A little bit better, yeah. Just don't whisper.
Sadly, we can, yeah.
If morality were objective, one would expect all of it to be objective, not just the part which most human cultures tend to agree on. So how good is murder bad?
And we're back to whispering.
You heard me, right?
Hey, Easy, you missed a bunch of trolling.
I'm not even remotely surprised.
Hey, you get me in a chat. What happens? I can't help myself at times.
I just figured Easy Rider ran away and just left me and Google behind.
Someone answer my
I don't see the need to engage with Mango because there's no exegesis of their beliefs. There's no, I mean, really, there's nothing there. I believe X. Okay, what do you want me to do with that? No,
I'm talking about objective morality.
Mango,
I'm talking about objective morality now.
You're talking about a reality that you believe in. What do you want me to do with that?
No, I'm talking about objective reality now. I mean morality, sorry. I'm talking about objective morality.
Stands. What do you want me to do with that?
Accept or reject it. Or maybe, say you don't know.
Well, I'm happily ignorant. I profess ignorance all the time. If I don't know something, I'll go, I don't even know. However, you're not the one that's professing ignorance. You're claiming, I know, and here's how I know. But nothing about what you've said is even remotely backed up by reality. So I ask you, for all that you've said, and you've said a lot, for all that you've said, what do you want me to do with that?
Let me just say my argument and then
Your microphone is horrid and I can barely understand what you're saying.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yo. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
I said if morality were objective, one would expect all of it to be objective, not just the part which most human cultures tend to agree on.
Yeah, morality is objective. Why would it be not all objective? How can it be partially objective?
Well, how could is murder bad have an objective answer while it's pretty much bad?
Murder is bad is objective. Why would it not be objective?
Why is premarital?
You're whispering again.
Why is
Man, I think it's easier to understand Ozzy Osbourne than it is to understand Mango when he starts whispering.
Okay, can you hear me now? But no.
Shut!
So how?
I was thinking that the
how could
from the Peanut series are actually easier to understand.
How could is murder bad?
Lost you again.
Want to start singing Crazy Train for us? We might get a. We might start enjoying ourselves.
Can you fucking just listen?
Dun 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 dun.
No, retard. They can't just listen because your microphone is shit.
Oh, hey, Scotty.
How's it going?
No, you know.
You fuckers need to clear off the stage. We got 6 o'clock. Get out of here. Your time's up.
Aw, but it was fun, trolling.
Now I got somebody much better coming.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A great time. Come on.
Who do you have coming?
Darth Dyers.
Darth Dyers.
He's a Jay Dyers wannabe who's claimed many victories here.
Is that like Illmatic?
Huh?
Was Illmatic pretending like an alt account, or is it
No. This is a real dude.
All right.
He was been banned. He's being unbanned today because he swears he can provide us proof of the Christian God.
Ah.
And Easy Rider's going to have a nice sit down with him.
Oh boy, I would love to have a crack at this guy also.
Sure.
It'll probably be absolutely as productive as what you just spent the last 2 hours doing, but
when does it start?
6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, so 25 minutes.
Okay, 8 o'clock for me. Got it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. If you
Wait
show
a
the
minute.
ball.
You said that I get to.
No. Hang on. No, I gave Easy Rider first crack because he's the opposite. But I'm actually want to see him pick one of you two because.
No, I said no, I said you said I could have a crack too.
Sure, we'll open it up afterwards. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I mean, like, wouldn't the opposite be a Satanist?
I mean, I'm flat out going to tell you, keep your expectations low.
What are the chances that both Eddie and I can have a crack at him together?
You want to tag team him? You want to tag team him?
Hey, I'll play.
Shall I make an OnlyFans channel for you guys? Make an OnlyFans channel for you guys, and you guys can turn into porn.
Easy Rider.
Scotty, I can play the middle part between.
I've heard about that by you.
All right, that sounds good. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Maybe start it up again for the Darth Dyers thing. Get some dinner, and we'll see you guys later.
All right, see you down.
You up for a 4-way Easy Rider and Brute?
Oh yeah, just kidding. Now, initially, we're gonna have just him and Easy Rider, and then we're gonna